And what have we done to keep up the charade? Can never go home where I wanted to save. We get off our horses of metal and shame. Step over the masses who whisper our name. Restrain all our voices and swallow the pain. Deadly and gorgeous, we're coming through. We're coming for you. I'm Pen. You might think I'm sweet. I've got a secret so cold and hard to keep. Nobody knows where to find my family. They've gone missing. It's because of me. I'm like Ace. I have nowhere to sleep, so we roam on the road with the other three. Feeling old and alone, and we're young and free. Nowhere to go and no home, cause they're scared of me. Listen, it's fixing to your cold heart knocking. It's your heart blocking it. Got you fixing all the holes where life should be. What do your eyes see true? We are vicious, but we never intended to be malicious. True, we're all in this, fan out the boring and repetitious. Yes, we're suspicious, so we leave no trace when our job is finished. We are listless, and we tear away.
Look at the sky, the sun won't ask what if it can rise. Look at your mind and ask yourself what keeps you trapped inside. Look at the lies that follow you when you run and hide. Look at the sky, the sun won't ask, 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 the sun won't ask.
victor. What is up? नहीं, सनग्लासेस में मेरे में तो पिच के ग्लासेस. मैप पिक्स ऑलरेडी आ गए हैं मेरे पास. One second. I can pause the music now. मेरे पास मैप पिक्स आ गए हैं, इसलिए थोड़ा बिजी था बिकॉज वहाँ मैप पिक्स और सब चालू था, टीम के साथ बातें चल रही थी. नहीं कुछ लीक नहीं कर रहा राहुल, डोंट वैरी. बाय द वे, जो भी यहाँ है जो ये वॉच पार्टी देख रहे हैं बट एक्चुअली व्यू पार्टी में है, जाके मेरी तरफ से राहुल को एक टपली देके आना, एक प्यार सी टपली. जो लोग चैट में बोल रहे हैं वो हो सकता है. हाँ, मेरे को देखना है कैमरा पे. एक सेकेंड, मेरे को एक्चुअली कैमरा पे जाके देखना है. नहीं, एक सेकेंड. हाँ, मेरे को एक्चुअली कैमरा पे जाके आई वॉन्ट टू सी. लेट्स सी. हाँ, नाउ आई कैन रीड चैट आराम से. जी ओनर encouraging violence. हाँ, violence against Rahul, I will allow it. Against Rahul, I will say कि ठीक है, उतना उतना चलेगा, वो तो प्यार में। मेंटल स्ट्रेंथ ऋषि भाई जैसा हो वरना ना हो। खैर छोड़ो, अभी क्या ही बताऊं मैं। What's up, Taro, and welcome to the stream, and thank you all, thank you for the absolute love. इतना प्यार, ओए 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 ओए, लाइक बहुत मेहनत लगती है। आई एक्चुअली से लाइक मैं मजाक में नहीं कर रही है। आई एम नॉट सेइंग दिस टू ट्रोल, और आई एम नॉट सेइंग दिस जस्ट बिकॉज आई एम नॉट ट्राइंग टू बी सैवेज। मैं जेन्युइनली बोल रहा हूँ। आई फाइंड इट अमेजिंग द पीपल हु मेक एन एक्चुअल एफर्ट टू हेट एंड बी टॉक्सिक। लाइक आई कंप्लीटली लूज माई माइंड अबाउट इट कि लोग जाके नया अकाउंट बना के किसी की चैट पे जाके मेहनत करके टाइप करके, अगर वो बैन हुए, दूसरा अकाउंट बना के सब्सक्राइब करना पड़ता है, फॉलो करना पड़ता है, चैट करना पड़ता है। इट टेक्स एफर्ट। अगर इतना ही एफर्ट अपने खुद के एग्जाम में या खुद की लाइफ में कर दिया होता तो कहाँ के कहाँ पहुंच गए होते। बट फिर भी दे चूज टू डू इट हियर। इमेजिन, लाइक मैड रिस्पेक्ट। मेरा तो हमेशा रिस्पेक्ट रहेगा कि इतनी मेहनत अगर सब में, इट इज सब ओनली मोड, इट इज ऑलरेडी सब्सक्राइबर ओनली मोड। इसलिए तो बोल रहा हूं, बहुत मेहनत लगती है। और सब्सक्राइबर ओनली मोड होने के बाद भी 1 मिनट रुकना पड़ता है। इतनी मेहनत अगर अपने एग्जाम्स में कर लेते तो आज कहां के कहां होते। बट खैर छोड़ो, ये अच्छा है। आज जीतना ही पड़ेगा यार, ऑप्शन ही नहीं है। सी फ्रॉम हियर ऑन आउट आई विल बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट। फ्रॉम एक सेकेंड, इसके लिए ये वाला, आई विल बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, वेरी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड। फ्रॉम हियर ऑन आउट एवरीथिंग दैट वी आर प्लेइंग इज एज गुड एज सिंगल एलिमिनेशन। इट्स एज सुन एज वी लूज इट्स ओवर। वो भले आज हो या अगली मैच में T1 के अगेंस्ट हो या उसके बाद जेंजी के अगेंस्ट हो, एवरी सिंगल गेम is as good as a single elimination. We can't afford any more losses. We had to win against Secret and Bleed to have a comfortable start to stage 2. Secret के against हार गए, seriously हार गए। Like the score line was 13-8 and 13-10. सिर्फ अगर score line में किसी को दिखाऊं, it doesn't sound like a bad score, but the fact that हमारा first half ही 11-1 था, that put us in a very bad position, like extremely bad position. तो losing 11-1 in the first half itself at Sunset put us in a position कि हम लोग कमबैक नहीं कर पाए। उसके बाद हम लोग 7 राउंड जीते हैं, 7 राउंड उसके बाद हम जीते हैं। बट इट डजेंट मैटर बिकॉज एट द एंड ऑफ द डे वी कुडंट क्लोज, वी लॉस्ट फेयर एंड स्क्वायर। आज अगर हारे, इट्स ओवर फॉर अस। लाइक स्टेज 2 इज ओवर, इट्स डन। व्हाट्स अप जीशू, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द 200। मिठाई काफी अच्छी थी भाई। आई एम ग्लैड यू लाइक्ड इट, आई एम ग्लैड। But yeah, so as I was saying, very simple. आज अगर हारे, it's over. So every game is single elimination. We are right now only taking it one game at a time. Straight up. आज जब जीत जाएंगे या हार जाएंगे, उसके बाद कल टीम मीटिंग होगी, फिर उसके बाद नेक्स्ट, फिर उसके बाद नेक्स्ट। उससे आगे सोच के प्लान करके देख के भी अभी कोई फायदा नहीं है। बिकॉज आज अगर हार गए, इट्स ओवर, सीजन हमारा खत्म। आज अगर हारे, अगर जीते, इट्स ऑलमोस्ट लाइक अ चेक पॉइंट। वी गेट अ चेक पॉइंट अंटिल द नेक्स्ट मैच, देन द T1 मैच, देन अगेन सिमिलर सिचुएशन फॉर द T1 मैच। ईदर वी विन दैट और वी लूज दैट। इफ वी विन द T1 मैच, अगेन टाइम एक्सटेंशन अप टू द Genji मैच। इफ वी लूज द T1 मैच, आवर सीजन एंड्स ओवर देयर। वी हैव द सेम डिस्कशन विद द टीम आफ्टर द T1 मैच। तो आई एम जस्ट सेइंग, थैंक यू सो मच। सब लोग के लिए मिठाई नहीं है, वो जीशू के घर पे भेजा था। थैंक्स जीशू, यहाँ आके पब्लिकली सबको बता दिया कि घर पे मिठाई आई थी। अभी सब मांगेंगे मिठाई। आरसीबी जैसा हालत, आई वुड से राइट नाउ आरसीबी से भी बुरा हाल है। राइट नाउ आरसीबी से भी बुरा हाल है। यहाँ हमारी व्यू पार्टी पे जितने भी लोग हैं, डैम, there's about 40 people already at our view party and हमारी मैच को अभी भी टाइम है। Guys, I will come and join you all later. अभी स्ट्रीम पे देखते हैं क्या चल रहा है। Has the stream even started? Yes, it has. नहीं, no charges. Absolutely free entry. There are absolutely no charges to get into the watch party. No sound. हाँ, मैंने अभी म्यूट रखा है इसीलिए, क्योंकि मैं बात कर रहा था. Okay, let's go. Okay. आज जोन में तो लग रहा है. Cool by Mohit, thank you so much for the follow. Hey Spiro, thank you for the super chat. आज जीतेंगे. आज जीतना ही पड़ेगा भाई. ऑप्शन ही नहीं है.
They have zero chance at making it to playoffs. So anything you want to say to them?
Best of luck, please go home.
Shukriya bhai. Thank you.
शुक्रिया भाई. शुक्रिया भाई. भाई बोल रहे हैं शुक्रिया भाई. स्वागत. आई अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट यू आर सेइंग. अभी वैसे भी कुछ करके फायदा नहीं है. देयर इज नथिंग आई कैन डू टुडे बिफोर आवर मैच. सो मैच हो जाने दो, फिर देखेंगे आगे.
I think he misunderstood a bit because in the end of the day, both of you will go home anyway.
Win or lose, you go home.
I think he's going to win today.
ओके.
You wanna go home right now?
No. I want to get a win first. I go.
Okay, good. Sounds good.
G bundle competition results when? I believe they're going to be announcing on Monday or Tuesday.
Also,
Zishu का chat में when are we announcing new Indian player?
yeah. You guys, like, I learned.
Hey,
I learned
Zishu मेरे को
all these-
फंसाएगा.
yeah. Well, or he learned it from Valorant. Harbor says it.
True.
I learned so many words from all the different agents. It's pretty cool.
शुक्रिया.
Add in like a Vietnamese agent, so or else crazy guy can teach us a couple things. Anyway, yeah, they want
ये
to
मैं
win.
थोड़ा
They
volume कम
both
कर
know
देता
they need to win. And in fact, let's talk about it again. We touched upon it at the beginning. What is it going to
There are multiple reasons that we are not able to close this.
What are
So
they
we just
today's match?
खैर अभी छोड़ो. Like I said, ये मैच हो जाने दो, फिर देखेंगे. One game at a time, one step at a time. Literally अभी it's now one day at a time. We can't do anything more.
Global Esports right now, a little bit above over Bleed, so not too bad.
Global Esports is a little bit above Bleed.
They cement their standings in for playoffs. If they lose today and their next opponents,
हाँ मैंने echo fix कर लिया अभी.
they lose those as well. It's kind of like instant KO, so they definitely do need to win against Bleed. I mean, you can clearly see, as we have on the screen right now, 2 wins. Still kind of need to pray and like hope for your other opponents to kind of lose their games. But if you win every single possible game coming up next against Gen G, again,
I'm call आते
like
रहते.
all of these teams that they
Anything's
have to play.
possible. It's actually nothing to scoff at. Like, crazier things have happened. So, yes, unlikely given the track record for Gen G and getting a trophy, but you never
Back to Guildhouse. नहीं, currently I'm not at the Guildhouse.
Absolutely, because again,
Oh
arguably
wow.
at least
He is Hopium at full capacity. Current win standing
one
9th.
of the
2
best
wins, 5 losses, 3 wins.
seen global
If 2 or more
esports in
teams,
terms of-
2 wins and Prey, 1 win knockout.
Again, they might be struggling somewhat in that firepower department, but it can always get a lot better. We've seen how Polvi and Russ,
Yikes.
on a good day, can really.
If RRQ and Zeta need to lose,
The-
NG needs to lose.
The ground where GR is standing on is
It's
a lot more stable from what we
we
saw.
Hopium and Copium पे ही जीए है, but आज की game that's why I said we focus on game at a time.
So I think there is a possibility right now. for
It looks very good. They won a map against Secret. Yeah, they did.
Depending if they can beat those 3 Titans that they're going to go up against.
They did take a map against
Yeah,
Secret.
so Bleed is actually has the same future opponents, just, you know, 1 week after the other here. And what is their situation like?
I mean,
Yeah, they pretty
Bleed
much, I don't know how
has to have a
describe it.
perfect record. Like perfect as in flawless. तो Bleed के लिए तो
Like, that's what this is.
as good as
They have to face
Chromax cast. What's up? Yes, मैंने बहुत लंबा lecture दिया था आपको Instagram पे about your casting career.
That's like pretty much.
You asked me what you should do as a caster for your career, and I told you what I would do, and बहुत लंबा मैंने lecture.
Win against and at the same
Pin
time,
message हटा दो. हाँ, pin message
kind
हटा.
of take some losses. as
जरूरत
well.
नहीं है.
We'll take a look at it. It's going to be like some Zeta division and everything. So it's a little bit difficult right now. But that said, Bleed has looked a lot better.
आज
Coming in,
आज हारने का कोई स्कोप
really
नहीं.
thought-
बस आज हारे तो
you don't know,
GGWP.
like, crazy guy coming back in. Obviously,
आज हारे तो it's straight
but they actually took a map.
Jova.
Last week, they actually won a little.
नया patch है. Yes, it's the new patch.
And they showed that they have that same teamwork that we saw from Ascension. They have
is a
the
new patch.
same old looks that we saw coming through, and a lot more teamwork in house.
टीम सीक्रेट की मैच के बाद बहुत लंबा कॉन्वर्सेशन हुआ था
Sharp calls and Darius.
कोचिंग स्टाफ के साथ, मैनेजमेंट के साथ, सबके
I
साथ.
mean, you're looking at the key, the head-to-head.
Let's focus on this match बाद फिर
Crazy Guy is, just returning from being banned.
We are at that stage where we only have to take one match at a time. उसके आगे हम सोच ही नहीं सकते, हम प्लान कर भी नहीं सकते, just because of the situation that we're in.
Able to do for GE, right? That means that he's still taking a lot of those fights. We've seen him just go absolutely ballistic.
He needs to win
Credible operators.
as many matches with as much score advantage as possible.
The way that he has.
Jajak, what's up? It's so good to see you on YouTube, bro. Usually Twitch पे देखने की आदत है.
I think
टॉस 9 को खरीद लो.
it's important to have a good.
ठीक है ब्रो. और कोई एक काम करता ना, जो भी लीडर बोर्ड में टॉप 10 है उनको ही खरीद लेता. 2 टीम बना लेंगे, 5v5 आपस में ही खेल लेंगे, फिर जो भी बेटर खेला मैच में बैठ जाएगा. क्या फर्क पड़ता है 10 मैन रोस्टर होने में.
It's also just the fact that like
जो भी टॉप 10 है हर सीजन उनको उठा लेते हैं. इजी.
esports, if Pol-
आपस में स्क्रिम भी होते रहेगा, प्रैक्टिस भी होते रहेगा, फिर जो भी अच्छा खेले वो मैच खेल लेगा.
especially with
I don't know why any other team hasn't thought of this. You guys are genius.
running something
Damn.
like the
I knew I should have listened to chat earlier.
they could be really, really strong.
आइडिया तो बढ़िया है.
Will allow
10 प्लेयर्स उठा लो, आपस में स्क्रिम करते रहे, आपस में ही खेलते रहेंगे, टॉप 10 रैंक्स भी सिक्योर रहेगा. चांस ही नहीं है हारने का.
Meanwhile, for Bleed,
फिर हार गए तो क्या बोलेगा, एटलीस्ट रैंक तो है.
so Crazy Guy is the one who needs
That's
to make
right.
the right calls, needs to adapt to whatever global esports throws at them, and they have this very like steady tactical style that works very, very well when Bleed goes strength in numbers.
Now we're looking at our coaches here, Spin and Lagia.
Yes sir, okay, let's go.
Map picks go. Of course,
Map picks.
we're keen. Well, I'm keen to see Haven back in.
Dude, you know what to do.
See Ascent as well, because that was one of the maps where I think both of these teams gave a lot of
लगेगा.
fight against.
Hey, actually wait, I'm going to switch this config.
Yeah, Bleed.
Yeah, Bleed, right?
Okay, इसके बाद.
Even global, if I remember correctly. So could be a possibility here.
I don't know. I
Lotus,
mean,
though.
I feel like if you're both of them, you're kind of like not want to go on the map that you're good at, right? So I can
Yeah.
see Lotus being pulled in.
Cam थोड़ा switch करने वाला, so I can have my game here.
Esports are kind of playing on the fact that it's a 3-side map, so kind of trying to throw Bleed off. And if they can actually
Picked.
force them to,
And
combine
Icebox.
counter, it's going to be a lot more
Picked.
difficult for
Sunset,
Bleed to kind
picked.
of play defense or even trying to find ways to entry into the site. Meanwhile, for Bleed on
Pinned
Sunset,
band.
this pick makes sense because if you take a look at how, unfortunately, Global Esports played Sunset against Team Secret last week, that was one of those games where they had an 11-1 first half, Asteroid. Like, oh my
Okay,
goodness.
let's go.
That was painful.
Lotus,
Yeah, they definitely
Sunset,
struggle in
Haven.
Figuring out how to entry into a site, especially if you're going to go up against a site.
Lotus,
Red
Sunset,
is known
Haven.
to be that kind of definitive sniper player.
By the way,
Questions?
we had a feeling that they would pick Sunset, इसलिए बैन नहीं किया था.
Haven is going to come out. Ours are third.
हमको लगा ही कि they will pick Sunset against
The
us.
other ones were banned out. So we will see.
Yeah,
If we get to a game 3, if we're going to see some maybe new
We
shenanigans.
predicted that they would pick Sunset against us. I'm glad they picked Sunset against us.
Shenanigans here. Here in Pacific, we love shenanigans, and we usually get it, which is the great part about it. We are starting off with a.
I mean, I knew the map picks क्या. रात को मेरी टीम से बात हुई, हम लोग ने पूरा डिसाइड किया, फिर उसके बाद सुबह को जब मैप पिक्स हुआ मेरे को सारा एक्टिंग जेन्युइनली पता था क्या हो रहा है.
Changes. Like it looks like this current composition makes sense.
उनो रिवर्स तभी होगा जब हम जीतेंगे, नहीं तो
Raze and the Fade together. But thinking about a team like Global,
नहीं तो ओवरकुक होके जल के राख हो जाएगा.
it's just you kind of need to have the ISO now, and especially with a 3-site map, you're able and that's something that Global Esports has always needed. I mean, this whole team, you got Polvi, you got Russ, and they are always solid. Benkai's calling has been, giving them a little bit of a boost for now, but at the same time, you need players like Blaze King to really do what he's good at, and he's always been solid. So if they're able to play along with those changes and
just
get a lot
adding
closer together,
5 second का slow mode just so it's easy for me to read chat.
Yeah, no, I definitely like that because again, I was talking about how GE feels like they have a lot more of a sturdier ground to kind of step on,
कर दिया है इसको.
step on and just again be as consistent as possible. Lotus is one of those maps that has allowed them to do that. Benkai has been.
चैट में किसी को नया पार्टनर बनाना जी का ग्रेट आइडिया. ब्रो डन. पार्टनर भी तुम लोग, फंडिंग भी तुम लोग दे दो, प्लेयर्स की सैलरी भी तुम लोग भर लो, वीजा सारा पेपर भी तुम लोग कर लो. आई एम वेरी हैप्पी ब्रो.
in terms of
अब तुम
their
लोग
specific roles,
कोई
right?
टेंशन, मैं चिल करूंगा, मैं जा रहा हूँ छुट्टी.
not to forget
लोग enjoy करो फिर.
Fast
Have
either.
fun.
Like this was the map where Lightning Fast got a pretty sick clutch with all the odds stacked against him. So I feel like this is one of those maps where they have a lot more confidence coming in.
Yeah, and that's absolutely what they're going to need.
Team quality
With
is
that, what are you guys
1440.
feeling
है
and
क्या?
How confident are you about your prediction?
Average player salary, minimum player salary.
All right.
Let's go.
It's not overwhelming. overwhelming in one way or the other. Three of us.
I mean, last time 100% bleed के साथ vote था and we still won.
Here,
For now.
that's promising.
मैं honestly सोच रहा हूँ G should be a people's org ना. India की representation, let the people decide what happens.
Leaders.
The bleeders.
I
I don't know what bleed fans are.
बात तो
called.
सही है.
That's the Gaelic.
Bleed levers.
Bleed.
Asurai Al Ghaib.
Oh,
What is going on?
Azra has. All right, we're done with this.
Asurai Al Ghaib. Okay, एक second. I'm gonna just switch out my windows, guys. One second.
But yeah, the main
I'm gonna
reason
move
why
all this around.
they are back
If I can.
Like,
Okay.
it just looks so much cleaner, a lot more teamwork, and that's the main reason why they should be able to perform that much better. Have a lot more team play,
Much better.
playing for each other, trading for each other, which in this meta is something that's very crucial. And I feel like they just have a little bit more. of
If
that.
bleed do not make it to champs, will they be removed? I think that applies from next year. It won't apply to this.
To take them down.
All right, and what's the global esports thing?
What is the global esports
What's
thing?
the global?
What is the global esports?
What is the global esports thing?
I don't know
The
right now.
nickname giver.
I will get back to you on
All
this
right.
one.
Oh,
After,
why global esports
maybe,
then?
maybe like after game 1 or something. But I think for me, for global, I just still love
Yash, yes. I'm going to make a separate video about that. Like, I want to do it not at a watch party. जब हम बैठ के मैच देख रहे हैं तभी उसके बारे में डिस्कस नहीं करना है.
I feel like their first week was the shake week because they're still kind of getting that attuned to the situation that's happening.
Swagat, that's
Coming into stage 2
one way of looking at it, but I wouldn't say that's the accurate way. That's like अगर गंदा होना ही है तो नहाए क्यों?
really get into this one, and again they have that
Logic क्या है?
with Ben
If you're going to perform bad, why not perform bad with people who you know will perform bad? Like ये क्या logic है?
being said, I feel like
Like एग्जाम में फेल होना ही है तो पढ़ाई क्यों करें?
whether out the situation
Like वही logic हुआ ना? तो
All right, well.
I know it makes sense to some people, but it's a terrible logic.
But you know what? Let's get the.
It's an
thought
absolutely terrible logic.
of Legia, so let's welcome him over.
Yes, we have.
मैच का वॉल्यूम यस कास्टर्स एंड मैच का वॉल्यूम बढ़ा सकते हैं.
Thank you. I want to ask you, what do you think of the fan named Bleed Levers?
I just heard it.
Is it all
I
right?
think he looked away.
This year Indian team at the Paris Olympics is going to send its biggest contingent ever for some
Okay,
content
my
supporting
real
them as well.
question now. Roster has changed.
I am
a couple
very
times
interested to
since
see what will
kickoff.
happen.
How are you feeling about?
I'll
the
be
growth
honest,
potential of
I
this
feel
right
that Olympics का hype has been coming down year over year.
Actually, good to be
एक
fair.
ज़माना था जब Olympics was like a very
I
big
think it
deal.
was very
I
hard to
don't
let go
feel
of
that's the
Crazy
case.
Guy because
That's,
I think
it could
him
be
and
me.
have a very good
I
connection
don't
with
feel
each
that.
other.
वो एक ज़माने
And
में
he's the guy who can,
Olympics
like,
का
translate
scale was a
whatever
lot bigger than it
feel,
current.
like, as an IGL.
It's great. I just feel like
so yeah,
it
I'm
used to
very
be a
happy
lot
that
bigger
he's
than
doing
it currently
well.
is. I used to ऐसा religiously sit and watch कि क्या चल रहा है क्या हो रहा है. Now I feel there's so much else happening. People are like, हाँ cool Olympics.
He can relate what you want as a coach, as an IGL. Is there, I guess like comparing it, because I'm just curious, comparing him to, let's say, like Scary, that was also the IGL for Bleed. Is Crazy Guy a lot more aggressive when he makes calls as IGL?
Do you think
or
casters
is he
deliberately
a lot more
target
passive?
G
Is
because
this
in Indian
how
org?
you
No,
want,
there's no
your IGL
targeting
to
or
be
anything.
making the
But
calls for
casters
Bleed?
know what they're going to say.
For Scary,
That will get them
it's more
attention,
like
that'll
he
get them
wanted to
clicks,
have,
that'll
like,
get them
more
views.
settings.
Sometimes they say
I'm
things
not a big
intentionally
fan
because
of
उनको
it,
पता है कि
because I think it's
हजारों लोग आके बोले ऐसा कैसा बोल दिया.
to your opponents for
The engagement.
future games, so you will always have to adapt your game and all this stuff.
Team is
And
zoomed
for
in.
Crazy
Oh yeah,
Guy,
1 second.
I like to play this loose style, start default, and then he's doing the mid-round calls.
Yeah.
Try to see how the opponents are playing and adapting throughout the game. So yeah, I think
Got
that's
you.
like the biggest difference between them. And also I think Crazy Guy is a little bit better in talking like to all the players during a round, where Scary was like a little bit focusing more on himself. So I think that's like the biggest difference between them.
So the delegation works out pretty well, but what I'm a little bit more curious about is, apart from the IGLing now, the game has kind of started to change a lot, especially with the duelist.
Best hacks WW. कोई आपको force नहीं कर रहा है G को support करने को. I promised you, I have not gone to anyone, put a gun to their head and said support us.
Your team,
You are free to support any of the teams in all of VCT.
Mid-round calls.
कोई ऐसा compulsion नहीं है कि G को support करो, आके G को support करो. या कोई बंदूक लगा के बोला क्यों नहीं support करो G? करो यार जिसको support करना है. It's a sport. Whichever team you like, please go support that team. Whichever team you like from whichever region, whichever player, please go support them. कोई नहीं रोक रहा आपको उनको support देने से. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप पेपर एक्स को support कर रहे हो तो लोग जाके बोलेंगे क्यों पेपर एक्स को support. No bro, please. Support whichever team.
Practices and experiences like what comes to teams play. It only has changed for like 1 or 2 maps maybe, so I don't think it makes a huge difference.
श्रेयांश यहाँ कोरिया के वीजा नहीं हो रहे हमारे इंडियन प्लेयर्स के. आप यूएस का वीजा करवाना चाहते हो 2 साल की वेट लिस्ट आप अगर क्लियर करवाते हो तो करवा दो प्लीज.
I think it's okay. It's a strong
बोलना
agent,
आसान
I
है
think it's
यहाँ से
okay.
वहाँ उठा दो बट लॉजिस्टिक्स किसी को समझ में नहीं आते.
New agent that people
अब बिंग्स
can
को
play
कोरिया
and
पहुंचाने में
just
हालत
find the
टाइट हो
right
गई थी
team.
राइट की.
I think
तो
it's
बोल रहे हो कि
gonna be
हम
a
हमारे
successful
हर 2-3 हफ्ते नए प्लेयर्स
Will
लेके
we be
जाए.
surprised
मजाक उड़ा रहे हो
today
तुम लोग.
with the bleed
Darian?
comps?
with bleed comps. Not really. I think no, not really.
Okay, all
Not
right.
really.
And of course, we all know this. Today is sort of a make or break situation for playoffs. How are you guys dealing with that?
Krish Arya, that same thing applies to any VCL SE
think
team
the
for
guys
Ascension
also
also. वो भी
support.
सेम चीज कर
I'll be fair.
सकते हैं.
The
इंडिया
only
में
thing
जीत
is
के
like
Ascension
always
जीत के
against
आ सकते हैं इधर.
Golden,
कोई
it's
नहीं
like
रोक रहा
always
उनको.
this, you have in your head you have to beat them, even though like they are a good team, I think, and they can be annoying to even better teams. So I think we just have to play our game, enjoy the moment, and whatever the
तो
outcome
clown
is,
friends troll you for supporting other teams, bro. तो
And also,
friends
I
का
think
प्रॉब्लम है.
all
तुम
chances
दूसरे
for
friends
players
ढूंढ
are
लो, bro.
very, very
पेपर
slim,
एक्स के
so
supporters को friends बना
not
लो.
that we gave up
ई
on
के
it, we
supporters को
obviously
छोड़ दो, उनको
want to
जी के
show
supporters.
also and prove that we can play
बात है.
good
Make new
Valorant,
friends,
so
man.
we just give our best, enjoy the moment, have fun, and that's it.
Yeah, sometimes like fun is.
Will there be changes if GE doesn't qualify? I mean,
We do
if we
have
lose
a
today and we're
question from
out,
the audience. Let's
and we
let the
don't make
viewers
changes
weigh
and we
in.
keep doing the same thing,
Question
expecting different results, then that's the definition of
Acting
insanity.
related, what keeps the
हम लोग
team
same चीज
mentally
बार
together
करते जा रहे हैं and
how
expecting
do you
different
handle
results.
those? Is it
If we want different results, we'll have to do things different.
super chill about it? How do you keep that
I
mental
mean,
going?
I can do only as much as a coach. I'm no professional in psychology or whatever, so I cannot. I don't know really.
Things
how
like
to
की prediction नहीं जाननी है मुझे.
professionally, I would say. All I
नहीं
can
जाननी
say
है
is
Bings
talk
भाई.
to them, like have always good mood in practice and.
डर लगता है
don't
Bings
pressure
भाई की
them,
prediction से.
don't Be like too negative about the results. It is what it is. It's competition. There is teams that will win and there's teams that have to lose, and unfortunately we on the bad side
अगला
of the-
व्यू पार्टी पुणे में चाहिए. डन. T1 की मैच के लिए व्यू पार्टी
Just
पुणे
try
में
to have a good
कंफर्म.
environment,
30th को
like, still have
ऑफ
fun
दिस
with
मंथ
each other.
G वर्सेस
That's
T1
all I
पुणे
can
में
do.
व्यू पार्टी
I'm
करेंगे.
no professional,
कंफर्म.
as I said,
टिक के
so
ले लो. कंफर्म है.
He
डन.
has to kind of has to deal with it himself and try to figure out what's best for him.
So, it's very clear that you guys are working towards something. We can see the improvements as we go along through this.
He
year's
is literally
season.
scouting
What is the
organization for other
legacy
teams.
that you
वो भी
want
जरूरी है, my friend.
Bleed to be
वो भी
remembered
जरूरी
by
है.
or known by?
Whether you like it
What
or
are you
not.
working towards?
वो तुम समझोगे नहीं because ये तुम्हारे बस की
I want
बात
to
नहीं है.
become a
तुम इस
champion.
इंडस्ट्री से
And
हो नहीं.
That's
But
like the only reason I have changed
तुम नहीं समझा.
games to Valorant, and that's also the reason that
Promote,
I stayed
increase
also
कर
with this
दो
team
कर.
because I wanted more for them than for myself. I've experienced
Promote.
my career already playing on a bigger stage and all this, and they're all young kids who really try their best, genuinely try their best, and practice all day and play all day the game. And I want them to experience playing finally on a big stage on an international event.
Oh, that's some really
Arrogance
special,
दिख
and I
रहा
think,
है.
it really says something
ठीक है
about
bro.
coaches having
Arrogance
that
बुला लो, जो भी
experience
बुला लो.
and
Like,
knowing what
out
that
of context,
feels like. All
एक
the best
answer,
of luck
एक
to
question
Lydia.
से,
Thank you
if
for
you
joining
are
us.
judging
And,
my or my organization's arrogance, then sure,
yeah,
we're
take it
arrogant.
with you.
Sure.
All right, Legia there. I mean, he's just such a realist. Every time he's
Yes.
here, he just knows what's up. He knows that this is a
Yeah.
really tough situation to be in, and the only thing you can do is just try your absolute best, have fun
Yeah.
with it, because what else can you do, you know? So I hope they are going to have fun.
इतने
today. I hope
haters,
they have some
अभी
fun.
सोचो ना.
Let's go to the stage.
इतने सारे haters हैं. इतने लोग प्यार देने आए हैं. इतने लोग अपना ओपिनियन देने आए हैं. इतना लोगों को फर्क पड़ता है हमारे रिजल्ट से जीतने. What's up Soham? Welcome to the stream. आज पार्टी में क्या चल? Hey, let's go! Woo! बड़ी बड़ी करके देखो कहाँ आपको इंडिया का फ्लैग दिख रहा है हमारे जर्सी पे।
that, you know, that win streak that we're looking for, that win condition that they have to get into playoffs.
ऐसे इंडिया का फ्लैग कोई भी जर्सी पे लगाना is against the government rule. Just saying.
For global esports,
Unless you're a government registered organization by the government, you cannot use the Indian flag. ये अगर आपको नहीं पता है विकिपीडिया पे जाके पढ़ लो.
We've talked about it, Pol v Russ. They have a lot of potential to really bring that firepower that global esports needs.
पढ़ लिया करो रिसर्च. जो मैं एक सजेशन दूं गाइस, जो भी आप पहले यहाँ बोलना चाहते हो, एक टाइम जाके जस्ट गूगल कर लो, see if it makes sense. Then say it. Just आपके अच्छे के लिए.
The fans want to see it. The what is it? Believers?
Don't stop leaving.
Don't stop leaving. Oh, this is so hard to say. We still need to come up with a global esports one.
I will come back for the global esports.
Popcorn order कर दो. हाँ.
But we'll have
Popcorn
a
order
about
कर
that
सकते.
nickname.
Thank you.
We're gonna go to the casters for the very first match.
Let's
of
get
today.
some popcorn.
Thank you, Analyst Desk, for that, especially the bleed levers. That's a classic right away. I'm Valdez, with me is Paper Thin, and we're going to be breaking down the games today. How are you doing today, Paper Thin?
I'm doing good. You know, it's a really exciting day because
Gambler,
teams that have
thank you so much for the 40 please. Roster for next split, especially coach. ठीक है bro, ये 40 के बदले थोड़ा सा और कर देते तो उसी में निकल आता. But thanks, I appreciate.
Find a way into playoffs potentially. I mean, there's still a lot of doors open.
Sebastian, this is frustration. People are just frustrated with our
Yeah,
loss.
I mean, it's going to be an exciting day, I think, no matter what.
Yeah, it's,
Sahil, I'm really sorry, but you are factually, logically, and statistically incorrect.
They need other stuff to happen as
आपकी
well.
feelings
So
आपकी feelings
everybody's
है, but
fighting for their
all
lives.
other facts
So
besides your
Lakers are
feelings
gonna
are
be
wrong.
moving on to Lotus, and right away you'll notice some fun stuff. Polvi going to be heading on to the Neon. No Neon for the side of Bleedies.
Why is he entertaining such stupid questions and I'm getting angry? Yeah, bro, this is
Kind of standing
angry.
pat with
You
the
guys
old
really need to.
meta comp for Lotus, just saying, okay, we're going to, you know, run what we know.
Oh, comps.
Comp.
Oh, what are these comps?
And the breach,
Surprise.
you know, interesting-
Oh my god, what comps are these?
Interesting decisions with the breach. I feel like with the Neon, you can really use those stuns at the longer ranges and stuff to set up.
Baby's doing really well.
I think the real
Such a
question for me
cutie.
is
bro. I'm
starting
just,
on this attacker
I'm
side
waiting ये
for
match
Esports,
खत्म हो मैं घर
how
पे
well are they
भागूं.
going to be dealing with the Cypher utility of Retla?
I don't know how to
not
explain it.
having,
Like, it's a feeling that you
as much
cannot
ability,
explain.
To displace those with like the nades and stuff like that. So
Ramesh, thank you
that's
so
something that I'm
much.
pretty keen on, but
Thank you so much for always standing up with us
pretty straightforward
in our ups
in
and our
some
downs.
ways.
Thank you.
Bleed obviously
Really
gonna be
appreciate it.
running some
These are the kind of fans that we need.
many times.
There are times we'll win, there are times we'll lose. आप लोग support करते रहो, we will do whatever it takes. I understand the frustration. हम भी उतने ही frustrated है. You think my players enjoy losing? You think the coaches enjoy losing? You think coaches को अच्छा लगता है रोज जाके लोग बोलते हैं fire the coaches, निकाल दो, fraud है, fraud है. You think उन लोगों को मेहनत करके सब लोग को wrong prove नहीं करना है? Everyone's trying for the same thing. So it's frustration that it's not converting. That's all. No hate.
Up late to this week, yes, we are on the new patch, and it'll be a lot of fun to see who's going to come out here strong. We did see most of the predictions going for Bleed Esports.
Anas,
I went for Bleed.
call me when you
It's
get
close
there.
in my mind. It's very, very close. I mean, Global did beat them the last time they played, which was all the way back in kickoff, but it was a very close 2-1. So, and I think right now this Bleed squad seems to me a little bit stronger right now, but GE has potential. You know, we saw in their previous match that, you know, they can really do some damage. It's just finding that consistency and eliminating a few of the small mistakes. And they are definitely on the road towards the right place. It's just a matter of getting there. But this isn't surprising for me at all to see GE wanting to push A, trying to, you know, usually the Cyphers are going to be over on C or B. So this time around, though, a little bit of a change up there. Retla's trap wire right at the entrance to A, so this is kind of a big question mark. Is this going to be cleared? He jumps over it.
Just jumps straight on in, and now we do see Tree still
Nice.
here, but Polvi is able to get that first kill, and now nice look away
Oh, no,
from
no.
the flash, but actually he stays
Nice,
alive.
Russ.
Benkai and Russ able to clear out the back of the tree. Now Zest
Ooh.
hitting a couple of big headshots.
Best.
That's his third kill on the board. And now trying to wrap around the left side here. Still no spike plant as it's way back, you see. And they're going to take the door out and try to rotate away from this one.
This is a smart move, but Crazy Guy watching the cross. Oh,
Nice.
just the timing there.
निकल लो, निकल लो, निकल लो, निकल लो, निकल लो.
He had the right idea.
Yeah. Well, at least he is going to see them on the move, but still, it does feel like in control of the
30
pace
seconds
here
left.
is
One will
Global
go there, one
Esports.
will.
Now they
Nice.
have kept Zest on 40 health. Oh,
Nice.
but jumps away right at the wrong time.
Good job.
So
Now
this
go
is gonna
back and
be huge
play.
for GE.
And this is so smart because Lightning Fast just sent a
Super
smoke
chat
over
miss.
to Waterfall at C. So this is
Gambler, no
completely
hate. Just
baited
want to see GE
Bleed
win.
into believing
Trust
that
me,
this is
bro.
going to be
I
the
want to
series
see
of the
GE
end.
win as much.
It's going to be a bit of a
If not more.
reawakening.
I have a lot.
The spike is planted on A. So now it's all going to be down to the timing and the coordination here for Zest and Crazy Guy. I mean, they've got some good weapons. Zest is very weak, though.
Benkai Golu versus Zest and Crazy Guy.
Continue this hot start that he's had in the pistol round.
Yeah, just a couple of shots into him, and he will go down. Benkai going to be the first guy on this angle, and there it is.
Nice.
Second headshot right through the box, and that's going to get GE in a fantastic spot. You mentioned Zest. Very low at this point in time. He's going to have to tap on a couple of heads and defuse the spike. And there's really not even that much time. You see that Global Esports are playing this very slow. He has
Nice, yeah, Benkai. Let's go.
Out, gets
Let's
the
go.
kill and gets the first round for Global
First round.
Esports.
Yeah, it's a really nice start for GE. And they're improving.
Para aur karna hai.
Pistol win percentage, it was 50%. So they're going to be above that now, but
One more.
you know, a team that really used to be known for their pistols last year in particular, but Colby just getting ahead of Retla just enough there. A lot of times you'll see those rope players with that smoke.
Would have been better, but theek hai.
Win out those battles. And Benkai doing a great job getting ahead of the retake attempt. And
आज mood में अच्छा रहो.
for GE, and again, I'm expecting them to really
आज mood अच्छा रहे सब लोग का.
because it's going to be
दिल
more
से खेलें.
difficult for them to clear the Cypher utility. You know,
Oh,
this is where
just
they
walk
can
in.
really do a lot of
Just
damage
walk in.
on this
Empty
attack.
side. Beautiful. They're stacked on
Presence,
C.
of course, as we can see
Nice.
the map for Bleed. But you got to be careful here as GE, because a lot of teams will, on these eco rounds, just sit way back on the A site, like plant their feet in corners where you have to avoid
Back
basically
check
committed
करेंगे.
to the A site before you realize that that's where the stack is.
250 लोग पीछे से बस लॉक ना कर दे.
Mentioned, you know, trying to stack. Unfortunately for Bleed,
Ah.
it's over on
Good.
the C side.
Harry is watching.
So not over on A, but Global Esports are pretty slow with their push, actually, so there is potential. But with this trap wire now, they are going to give up their position of at least one member. As now, here come Global Esports. The Haunt is destroyed, and Crazy Guy says, well, looks like they're
Best of.
coming
वो
A.
पीछे आएंगे अभी.
But not
Incoming
pushed
250.
yet.
Oh, cross हो गए.
Gonna
पीछे
look
उधर.
around the corner. That's a lot of members, and now they're just
A
trying
lot
to
of
run away,
people.
actually. Just going to throw in some
Nice
utility.
play.
As Blaze King actually is going to pick up that first kill. on
Nice. बाकी के
Crazy
चारों
Guy.
पीछे.
They've
Good.
got a very nice
घूम के जाओ.
ball
घूम के
set
जाओ.
here,
इधर से तो
essentially.
तुम आ
It's
नहीं
just
सकते.
guys with guns,
Good.
and it's Bleed that's not really able to enter from that direction.
Yeah, and Bleed realizes it, so they need to try a different way to
So far, so good.
maybe find a kill here or there. On
Today's
the
Dil Se
side
GE
of the
fighting.
spike. So
Today is
for Bleed,
he either fights or GE
not bad.
goes home.
I like the ideas, but it's just better kind of anti-strategy
Nice.
here by
Watching
GE,
behind.
having those Cypher trap wires in place, having the camera
अच्छी तरह watch all the
and the
angles.
exit of B as well to make sure that if Bleed came through the spawn, they were aware of it.
Oh.
Nice, yeah.
Well, somebody wanted to check and just see, but immediately gets his head taken off.
Oh!
Now,
मत करो. Zest के against मत करो.
Smoke here. Zest does get that first kill, and it does look like only two of them are going to be able to die to the spike over there. So
आराम से. There are no chances if we lose this. No, if we lose today, it's over.
that they only lose Blaze King.
If we
as
lose
well,
today, it's
and
knockout.
they're anti-eco.
It's
Yeah, it's good prep work
It's
here
done.
for Global. Again, just having all their bases covered,
Who's
especially
today?
with Cypher utility
Easy
on that
Valkyrie.
anti-eco. So doing a good job so far, reading their situations nicely, dealing with any crossfires or flanks that are attempted. Can't ask for a better round other than one player dying. So what to the Sheriff of Zest? I mean, that's just going to happen. You're totally fine losing one player there. Because
Ye is not in lead. Yeah, Ye is taking a break.
the other guns from the previous round still have a Bulldog for Russ, but that's not the biggest of deals. As Rubble
Ye important round
continues
hai.
to be in the favor of
Honest hai.
GE, but Bleed's
As much as we can get over here is going to be important.
Scary as well getting involved.
Yeah, a couple of kills as now finally.
Need to drop as many of their guns as possible. And
But
I mean, अगर round जीत सकते हैं तो
considered
बड़ी
here,
है.
still going to be
Okay,
advantage,
are
and
you?
now that's going to even make it bigger for the side of Bleed. Only
But
two
we need to
members
drop
left,
as many guns.
And Russ attempting once again to just force it here onto this A site. As the Boombot as well.
Resolution off is.
Position of one of the members, Russ. I think he's got a read on Crazy Guy here.
बराबर तो
And there it is, quick shot, but he does take a little bit of damage. And carrying that spike forward, nice peek, and that's going to be a couple more kills over to the side of Global Esports, and all of a sudden, they've opened up this A site.
That's huge.
I mean,
Just a piece of work there by Russ.
Spike planted.
Really picking things up. Retla
nice.
with a 1v2.
अब 1v2 नहीं हारना, क्लच नहीं हारना, क्लच नहीं हारना है बस,
what we saw previously.
क्लच नहीं हारना है बस.
As they are holding deep in the tree, one by the baby door, just sitting this out.
हाँ हाँ पूरा जाके एक्सप्लोर करो.
Trying to clear all these angles, has to win this fight against Russ. Can takes quite
Now
a bit
waited
of
off.
damage.
Now waited
from
off.
Blaze King,
8,
pretty even.
8,
Just gonna
8,
come down to who can
8,
suss out who
8.
first and get these shots to land.
Well, Retla has a good idea that he is over there. He has cleared a
Eight.
lot of the other angles, and now he's going to try to hold to half. Blaze King looking for the peak, but there's the half, and there's the kill.
Half you.
Retla going to save the round and clutch it.
ठीक है चलो, good bonus. He just got one weapon.
There,
Good
able to
bonus.
get the weekend
It's okay,
plus
good.
tree, and then eventually win the duel against Blaze King to just barely get Bleed across the line there and deny the bonus.
Yeah, this is
Winnable round था but ठीक है.
work on the early part of the round. Seeding that space intentionally.
Heat had given us PCs one time. Yes.
Kind of some of the win
Long time back.
that their opponents are going to be going
PCC के लिए जब हम लोग गए थे सिंगापुर.
and not necessarily always being able to contest rubble is going to be part of it because of that neon, because of that ability to take that space, the deep relay bolts, things like that are going to make it a little bit tougher. That extra layer of utility, that's a great paranoia. And it at least stops up GE. And Tyrion fighting two with the Guardian.
Yeah, that is massive.
Guardian
You
kill.
saw the fast lane set up, and Polvi wanted to make some action happen early on, and, you know, for his sake he did, but they did not win the trade. Darion is pretty low
ले लो
on
Blaze.
health,
ले ले.
but at the same time is
I
going
mean,
to go the
without
way
sound.
of Bleed. Now, there is a pretty fast counter push coming the way of C, but a lot of Cypher utility over here, and Retla is going to spot him already, sees a couple of guys, knows the push is coming in, and already a ton of information for the team.
Yeah, that's huge for him. Ooh, a little slow there to react.
Don't.
Has to back out. Blaze King gets ahead of it.
Wait it out. Nice.
With Russ, oh my
वही
god.
बोला. Wait it out.
That is
Shanti.
massive,
Patience.
the
Patience.
blind
Good play.
rounds, the
Good job.
flash. The breach just allows them to
Nice.
get in, and now Russ has got the night.
आराम से.
They still not have.
Darion is thankfully still low.
Yet, but still they do have a decent
Nice.
position here on
Now play
the
slow.
site, and it's really going to be mainly up to Crazy Guy, but he has a bulldog here, so let's see what he can get done. Trying to utilize the Prowler, but immediately just going to get
Nice.
down here, and it's only Crazy Guy, and he's not even going to get
That's
shot
good.
down onto Benkai. So nicely done by Global Esports to pick up another round.
So far so good.
I think it was Blaze King there.
Like I said, one round at a time.
Really necessary because Retla's trying to back off to bait them into that crossfire towards Waterfall, but he steps just ahead of it. Watch this. That peek around that corner finds the headshot, and that breaks things open because then Russ can take his angle a lot more safe from on top of the site. Really nice push and pull there, but Blaze King with such a quick peek around that corner just changes the destiny of that round because Bleed had all the
Change your sunglasses. G might win this time, but ये sunglasses पे तो जीत रहे अभी.
It's not even the neon, right? It's just good play from their Sentinel player.
Yeah, and they were spotted.
हाँ यही sunglasses है तो जीत रहे हैं. इसलिए तो ये पहना. ज़्यादा lucky sunglasses. Nice. Crazy Guy is already down.
Noise, he spots more.
M में मार दो उसको.
Member knows the full push is coming in, and yet still down a member. Global Esports are able to win that round. So definitely one of the more important ones, you would say. Feels like the very close rounds that could go either way are just a little bit more important to drag to your side. Now, Bleed once again on an eco, and Crazy Guy has already taken some damage here. So Global Esports for the 5th round in a row, essentially. You know, they did plant on C, but they started out pushing A for every round so far.
Nice.
As you did.
Sound cue दे दो. Sound cue दे दो.
And they're here once again.
Wait.
This time around, because of the lack of economy for Bleed, not as much Cypher util to work with. So spreading the map
Nice.
on GE, trying to sell a bit of a fake, but feet planted here for Bleed.
8.
Right around the corner.
Nice. Wait. Side पे. He doesn't know. Check side. Check side. Check side. Check side. Check side.
He's gonna pick up 2 and a gun, but immediately does go down. That is a lot of value, though, that he was able to get out of that classic. And a very sneaky spot right behind that box.
Sneaky spot था.
Lightning fast now, gonna just teleport away. As he does get this plant down. Still
Crazy Guy low.
Global
Just
Esports
speak together.
round,
It's
but
okay. It's okay.
Scary certainly making things a bit more interesting.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But
Need one round at a time. That's all I'm gonna do.
hearing those footsteps and just spraying down through the smoke is lightning fast. Nice round for him. Good recovery. But I like the idea from Bleed having that extra player. You're not often going to have 3 there. Usually
Good
you
job.
do like a
Good
2
job,
on 2,
guys. Come on.
2 on A, 1 on B, 2 on C, something like that. But having that extra player hiding behind the box catches GE just enough off
Anji.
guard. It's a great entry, great coordination. I
एक
have to say, I'm
second.
really impressed with Benkai's breach so far. Feels like he's been hitting
Instead
some
of the
really,
dot live, just
important
rushinder.com कर दो ना, उसपे सब है.
flashes and stuns and things like that. You know, I think back to the anti-eco round where he was able to stall that push from spawn with his util and things like that. The flash onto C to really break that round open
Great pin card.
2 rounds ago. So things looking really well drilled, really well oiled.
The live is
Global
only for the
Esports
live.
right now, and they have a ton of ults to work with. But
8
so does
ults are
Bleed,
there
so
in this
Showstopper
round, yeah.
available, something you have to be really wary of here as GE, especially with so many players right near this mound.
Oh, Darion. Yeah, he's going to stay alive.
Nice, मार दे, nice.
And he's just
Nice,
zapping
Polly.
everyone down.
ताकि electrocute कर दो.
He's going to open up the C site just like that. And they're even going to push
Oh.
for more. Low on health here is Polvi, only on 27. They're not going to actually hit anybody with that Rolling Thunder, but now Retla gonna be the first guy, and he gets the info.
Go gadget.
More
Last guy पीछे.
around the corner. And that is just going to be massive here for the side of Global Esports, who once
अब मत
again
मारना.
get
कोई नहीं मारना.
relatively clear
Wait,
plans
he has to
here,
come.
3v1.
कोई नहीं मारना.
It's only Crazy Guy, and he's only gotten Odin. And that's
Nice,
going to counter
guy.
kill.
Let's
Down
go.
goes Crazy Guy as Global Esports will hit 5-1.
Nice Odin.
What do you mean? He loves that guy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, they
so
should have
I've
saved
heard.
it.
Is this the first time we're seeing Polly on Neon? Yes, this is the first match that Polvi is playing Neon.
This is a bit of a head scratcher now for Bleed. No ability to pop the showstopper because Darion gets shut right down by this util dump from Bleed. You know, you can see that I think the idea for Bleed was
Next round will be important because they are going to
then pop the showstopper, but it was too fast from GE.
they are going to go all out with their ults because they have 4 ults now.
With the ult as well.
I mean 5 हो जाएंगे शायद.
To be explosive off the back of those util dumps. And also another problem for Bleed was
हाँ
that
भाग जाओ, छोड़ दो उन लोग को आने
it
दो.
was all kind of like a gamble there because they had the Cypher utility shifted over to A. They were hoping that they could make their ults work.
5 ults
They
पे
did
try
not,
करने
so
वाले.
now you have every ult in the bag.
Nice, yeah, Polvi.
Yeah, that's just insult to injury. I mean, they
Oh,
get
good.
in and
मारो.
just spam through the wall.
Bleed में ये था ना, yes, ये was there in Bleed, but he has taken a break.
So here are
So he's
Bleed
currently
working on
not
all
there.
these ultimate abilities, but as you mentioned, they didn't have, you know, they were trying to set it up there outside on Mound in the last round, but now it doesn't look like they really
Oh,
want to
bye.
use it here unless they get a couple of early pickoffs, and maybe even then we'll have to wait and see if
Look
they're
at the pixel peep. देखा अरे
big
कर
rocket.
लिया. और उधर ये nice.
Already Russ going to line up a headshot, and a lot of members just waiting for the utility to come out lightning fast here up on the bottoms. And Polvi is
चलेगा, nice.
the one who does get both of those
Keep it
kills,
up,
and
keep
that will
it up,
just be
keep it.
another round in the Global Esports Bank.
Well, and to add insult to injury here for Bleed is just you're chewing through ult orbs right now, right? Like you had all your ults at the beginning of that round. Everybody just died on an eco and you're not getting any extra value out of it.
Exactly.
So that's really brutal on this defender side. But GE's just doing a really, really nice job.
Timeout incoming.
Off the back of
Possibly
Polvi,
they might
gets
timeout
the
now.
spot, and then just is able to spray through the wall. That's
I almost
a
hope
really
they do
nice
time.
jump peek. There's a great
हमारा भी
there
quick
from Crazy
group
Guy,
discussion हो जाए.
gun disadvantage.
Hey, car social view party, let's
To
go.
really contend with, and they get
Yeah, timeout आ गया, let's go.
I'd say attempt
Yeah,
to
Siri, come
that
here, come here,
stairs there.
come here, say hi to stream.
Yeah,
Come
definitely
here.
a much needed timeout here for Bleed. They're getting
Come here.
outthought at the punch. It's just the speed at which Global, when they decide to pull the trigger, the way they're able to do it, there
Okay,
hasn't been
you
much
can't
of
go
a
higher than
response
this.
from Bleed. They do
Hey,
a
hi to
good
stream.
job
Allah is
of
too.
countering the rubble push.
Siri एकदम आके
with
mood
the
में बैठा हुआ
toxic
है.
screen, and then you can
बहुत
throw
मोटा हो
like
गया.
the paranoia and the, you know, that kind of thing.
ISO has already been
But
nerfed.
outside of that, they've really struggled.
Yeah, we saw the round where Polvi pulled out the ult. He just barely.
चश्मा नहीं निकालना, नहीं निकाल रहा
If
हूँ.
that
नहीं
was
निकालूंगा ये
the-
चश्मा.
You know, the neon.
If this chashma is Vicky's win, lifelong नहीं निकालूंगा भाई ये चश्मा.
Kill the two people outside of Mount.
If GE doesn't make playoffs, you lose franchise slot, right? No,
Perhaps
absolutely not.
back in that round, but
Absolutely not.
things, I
Not how it
suppose,
works.
and That's a good time for a timeout, I'd say. You know, the stuff you talked about with the orbs just not being utilized, essentially, not able to get much of anything on your eco rounds. Not what you want to see. You rarely see that.
And now they're going to go all out with ults because उनके पास 5
in
ults.
Valorant, let alone all 5 members. So certainly something to look for here, as Bleed might be looking to dump
ये
some
क्यों नहीं है
ults
ये
this round.
वालों को?
And you couldn't
Top
even
player.
use like an ult that's kind of easy to cycle, like the neural.
250 ults अभी. करो करो 250 ults. I want them to finish. Actually, मत use करो ults. बचा के रखो lifelong.
Doesn't have a lot of
पूरा
ults.
half अपने ults बचा के रखो. एक भी ults मत use करो.
That's one that you would
कोई
like
भी
to
ult top का
maybe
फायदा नहीं है.
Found a way to utilize, just get that early pick, and they can't even do that. So really credit to GE here. Their
Playoffs
game plan
thing
is
only applies to
really
Ascension
smart,
teams,
and
yes.
they're really taking advantage of the open space being given up on the map. If you look over towards Russ on the AC,
Congratulations on the award. Thank you so much, Jeevan. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Potentially, if Retla doesn't cut him off, and they have a really good execute brewing here. There you go. Oh, what a shot from Scary.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Good
from
shot.
Scary, and
Good shot from
Darion
Scary. Genuinely
also
अच्छा shot.
killing him just after he had already died, which is not what you'd like. You mentioned the position here of Russ. It's good, but immediately Retla is going to be able to take him down and use that neural depth. So now spots the rest of them right out by Rubble and is able to get his team in position here, as well as Zest on the rotation from behind. So quick through tree do come Global Esports. Darion has watched the off angle. And are they going to check this as well? Already down a couple of members. Benkai not even having his gun out. There's going to be a couple of kills over
ठीक है ये वाला round allowed है.
Now Lightning Fast just isolated on the site. 11 seconds. They have no idea where he is. But he really does pick
Kulu
up.
almost got multi-kill over there, but
All
ठीक
around to
है.
the side
Next.
lead.
Yeah, and you can see what the timeout from Legio is for
एक ही
here.
ult use
It's to put down
तीन
that
ults use किए
first
उन्होंने.
early, make sure that
चार ults use किए. ओ भाई.
really going to be difficult
चार ults use.
for GE.
मैं वही बोला. Like
They don't have a
it
lot
made
of
sense for them to use ults this round.
Get the information inside that pit other than
चार ult बचा के रखे इतने round.
That's really the only agent that has a lot of that deep info gathering utility that they could use. Like maybe you could sneak a camera in there, but that's risky. So that's stage 1. Stage 2, you put 3 players on B. And
हाँ
then
चार ults use करा दिया और हमारा economy is in a good place where
watch for any deep rotations, and then he can, if they go to A, call in the rest of the team.
Watching the match from Dubai.
With the Nightfall,
Damn.
the Showstopper, all those ults.
Oh, it's empty. They stacked up. Just go plant. Empty side. But पूरा search करना. Last time जैसा नहीं करना.
Full on tree push here, so a good identification by GE of some of the space that's being given up
Nice.
by Bleed. You haven't really seen them contest the tree area. Usually, if they're fighting for rubble control, it's been from
Nice.
the
Already
lane
a trap
or
लगा ही
the
हुआ
B or
है.
the stairs, so they're able to find that open
कोई
space
नहीं
and
है.
force a
Right to
retake
clear.
out of Bleed.
ये आ गया last
We're
round.
going to have the Nightfall here. It's going to hit, I think, a couple of members there. And now
Nice. Nice
Russ
Russ.
is going to get that first kill onto Darion. They are looking to push through the smoke here, but multiple members of Global Esports watching this
Oh, he knows.
angle.
Oh,
Also
he knows.
Scary has
Oh,
been,
nice. Polvi.
taken down actually by Polvi, who's able to slide in and get that immediate trade back.
All right. Percent.
Retla
Polvi पीछे. Polvi पी. Oh, they're saving. Nice. Smart call. Save कर लो. Save कर लो. 2-7. Let's go.
That retake didn't go so well, even with the ult used. So they're just going to let
Don't lose
this
any
one
guns,
go.
guys. Don't lose any guns.
Yeah, this is a great read from GE. Great
What
shot.
does ultimate? It means ultimate
He's gonna
ability.
get traded down by Retla, but
Happy होना today.
really liking the way that they're playing this Neon.
You need
It's
to win
not
every match.
like
आज जीतना है, अगली मैच जीतना है. I'm just taking it one match at a time, one day at a time.
Find our moment.
Don't want to think about anything in the
Always
future
someone
right
there
now.
to back
I
them up.
want to win today.
Russ,
Let's win the next match and then win the match after that. And then as soon as we lose,
supporting their duelists,
do whatever we have
maybe
to
with
do.
utility or just swinging with Polvi, because it's so hard when you've got that Neon breaking your
Such is
ankle
life.
like that. Yeah, one player might die, but the other very likely to get the trade out of it. And when you're defending against a retake as the attackers, it's a great situation to be in. And here goes
क्या
the
Polvi?
drive again, and he's
सबको
just
भून दो.
W king.
ओ भाई,
Takes
spray में मत मारना.
from that spray.
Yeah, that he does, but he is going to have the fate to help him out. And now just charging
Nice.
on. Polvi once again.
Let's go.
Going to take down 2. And he's looking for a third as well.
Uh-huh.
A little bit of chip damage there on a Darion. He's on 8
Chip.
health still.
Chip damage.
And again,
But
they
HP
just
बहुत low है.
charge into the A side.
ध्यान से.
Bleed's not able to do
इसीलिए
much,
बोला.
but here comes
ध्यान
Zed
से. बहुत low
in
है.
from the baby door. He is looking to back up towards street where there are quite
No,
a
no,
lot
no,
of
no, no,
members,
no.
and they are not ready for him.
That's right.
3 kills go in the way of
Cause
Zest.
गलत, just timing.
Blaze King does trade one back.
गलत timing पे.
Now, 2v2. Scary is going to be watched. Nice reposition there from Russ, but Darion will trade it back. And now has to deal with Blaze King. Might have a good idea of where he's at, but doesn't know exactly
Nice.
if Blaze King this time will win in that 1v1 position. Another round, 8-2 now for Global Esports.
Yeah, they are really
Pretty
cooking.
good.
And I like the slight change up here in ideas on the execute for GE. Having the Nightfall in hand, it's that push out early that gets the info because of that spray through the smoke. Yeah, it does some damage to Polvi, but then he's able to relay that, hey, there's probably a couple players over here. Send the Nightfall, charge in on the back of it, and they are going to
Try
be
कर रहे हैं,
in a
guys.
world of trouble.
Trying everything we can.
Really nice maneuver there from
Ace King
GE.
had to
Wasn't
pop
that
off.
close
Why? Wait for
with
it.
Benkai and Polvi, or with Russ and Polvi. This time it's more of a long distance thing, but it's kind of all according to plan. A really, oh my God, well that's just
आओ pick करो.
so good for Zest.
आओ pick
I mean,
करे.
on an eco here, they're trying to get some information, trying to take a risk, and unfortunately for them, Global Esports were reading the situation perfectly, waiting for that. Not
Like
trying
I
to
said,
get this
right
time.
now we're just
That would
focusing
be
on
a
this
different
match,
situation
this
this
map,
round.
and today. We're
And
not
so
thinking
we're
about the
able to
next
get 2
10 years
pickoffs
right now.
in this
We're
one.
thinking about today. आज जीत जाए कल का कल देखें.
Send it back into A. Why not? I mean, there is only...
Literally, we are in our carpe diem mode. We are seizing the moment
They're just
because we
doing
literally have
a
just.
good job of
We lose today, it's over.
changing ideas, working the map in different ways. You know, yeah, A was kind of where they started, and then they were able to find some open space because Bleed started changing up their ideas to try to counter it. So it's really just been GE kind of one step ahead.
Really nice
of
camera
Bleed most
position.
of the
Next time
way
के लिए they should know
for this
to.
map so far on this attacker side. Now it is Lotus.
Tough early.
It is very attacker-sided favor in most
Nice.
situations with most teams and most
Russ,
matchups, but
my
especially
man.
with that Neon, for sure.
What a big brain play to first go and break that camera because पहले से वहाँ था.
Right, you know,
Before they could even
defense is good
spot.
offense, right?
That was
If you're-
good.
If you're kind of in control of the pace of the map like a Neon can do, it can make it really tough for these defenders as we've seen with Bleed.
Yeah. It's great to see Polvi having a lot of success on the Neon so far. He's initiating, he's getting in there.
Even if the team loses with this kind of gameplay, no one going to hate. But it doesn't matter, bro. If we lose, we lose.
So even in that round where they challenged the mount, that was kind of the beginning of it. And then in that last one with the Nightfall as well, very nicely done as now trying to
back,
get
nahi.
into a couple of
ऐसे
members
swing
of
नहीं.
Bleed
Back off,
as
एक और है.
Kai will be able to trade it back, but he's got
अब जा.
2 health. Crazy Guy, oh, it's that flash. That's another kill for Crazy Guy.
Weapon लेके भाग जाओ और क्या ही करोगे?
Probably just run away and try to hold on to it.
Don't die. Don't die. Plant नहीं हुआ
That's
है.
really the question.
Don't die. अच्छा I mean, plant नहीं हुआ. Don't die. Don't lose guns. Plant हो चुका है. Don't lose guns.
The Crazy Guy still getting the kill. Lines up another
We have the
one.
economy, but I didn't want to
Still
give him
getting
free
kills
ults.
and a Vandal. Unfortunately for him, it is the last round now, but hey, not bad to get some extra value, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a pure.
Even my मोहल्ले वाली team beats Bleed. Lol. फिर भी वो यहाँ है और तुम वहाँ. मोहल्ले में ही खेलो. जब यहाँ आओगे तभी बोलना है ऐसे.
That being said, everything looks really good for GE. They look really crisp. The teamwork is good. Benkai's really having a good map.
आओ मोहल्ले में ही
You
खेलो.
know, something as an IGL
Quality.
that's very, very important for him to kind of lead by example.
हमारे मोहल्ले की टीम को बीट करके आई है. जो हमारी टीम लास्ट ईयर 0-4 हुई ना, वो टीम सारे असेंशन जीत के ब्लीड यहाँ आई है.
And the macro ideas from GE. I think they're really understanding how this matchup would work.
हमारे इंडिया की अनडिफिटेड टीम जो 0-4 हुई थी वो इवेंट ब्लीड जीत के यहाँ पहुंची है. तो अगर तुम्हारी मोहल्ले वाली की टीम इतनी अच्छी खेलती है, VCL ऐसे में डाल दो, असेंशन जीत के आ जाओ, खेल लो हमारे अगेंस्ट.
What do you think about this timeout right before the half? Seems like he really wants to get this last round.
If I'm being honest, I'm not a huge fan, but you know, he knows his team, he knows his
Bro, won't
players.
even let us hate others. No, you will not hate anyone. सबको रिस्पेक्ट मिलना चाहिए, सबको प्यार देना चाहिए. सपोर्ट जिसको करना है उसको करो, बट जिसको सपोर्ट नहीं करो हेट मत दो. हेट अपनी कैबलरी से, अपने मन से, अपनी डिक्शनरी से निकाल दो. कुछ नहीं होना है हेट हो गया, तुम ही डूबोगे, खुद ही
They're on
मरोगे.
the defenders, you know, what are these util combos looking like? How can we bait that out? How can we, you know, deal with that? How can we force out some of those flashes, some of that fade utility that have been really backing up the Neon and prevent that? Now, this is going to be the early spam. Zest maybe took a little bit of damage. Yeah, just like one bullet grazed him. But really curious to see what exactly Bleed is going to be thinking.
We have
Darion moving in
one
there,
ult,
taking
possibly
rubble
two.
control, so GE not able
Ace King कभी आ जाए, अगर ऑब जाके उठा सकते हैं तो ब्लेज. Then दो ult के साथ I think winnable round करके 10-2 कर. I don't want a 9-3 because you know curse.
Use that Neon to kind of run all over the place towards A and B and force them into positions where they have to go through some more difficult choke points where they have to test.
Sayak, you should go see the most recent post on VCT.
That is going to be the case here as the round wears down.
Yeah, it does appear they want to put in some pressure.
Are you coming to Hyderabad land? Mostly I will be at Hyderabad.
Retla just
Yeah, I say baby.
for it over here, way on the back of the site actually, but he does have some support from
Every round is important, exactly. I want a 10-2. I want clean. I want
the
every
Wires
round.
are very much having some interesting angles here. Retla in position.
Bhago,
The
bhago,
pieces
bhago.
do come out, and that's going to back them up quite a bit. Big rotation coming in from Bleed as well. They've got 3 people over here on
करो,
C.
check करो. Pulvi फेंकना.
As now,
तेरा गोलू फेंकना
it's
Pulvi.
going to come out. from the breach.
Retla ko
Goldie's
maro,
only
maro,
made his
maro,
way
maro.
onto the
Hey,
side.
hey.
They have no idea, but the turnaround is huge from Retla. But trade back from the
Let's
side
go,
of
Lou.
lightning fast. And now they make their way onto the side, but Zest still here and still pushing them back as he's just going to ult onto A and just get out of here. Bankai left alone. He does pick up one.
Hey!
Scary gets over there.
ठीक है, चलो, Scary already
Doesn't
knew.
land. So that will be
चलेगा.
the last round going the way of
9-3.
Yeah, and it's a good change up there from Bleed where they're making sure they're taking Rubble control, and then that can force
But good.
into those
Good half. Good half.
situations.
Good
We're
half.
really gonna have to get it done with,
Let's
gunplay
go.
and things like that.
Just need to clear out the next half.
On Poli there.
Go to
That
next
was
map and
Absolutely
win.
insane. But that's
Siri,
more
let me
what
get you some.
I was expecting
Keep that touch.
out of that Bleed defense, like things like that. But they were never really able to get that Rubble control consistently throughout that half, and that cost them quite a few rounds, to be honest.
Yeah. And, the interesting timing of the timeout is because we go from the timeout straight into halftime where he can then once again talk to his players. So we'll see. I mean, he has all this extra time to try to line it up for the attacker side and really hope that Darian can get in there on the raise and try to make some waves. Otherwise, they might be in a bit of trouble. And I wouldn't even be surprised if Global Esports try to
Have
get a
fun.
bit aggressive with this Neon from the defender side. Just try to get out there, take control of the map before things get a little bit dicey.
Yeah. Oh, Zest. Okay, Zest was covering there. Really nice job by Zest. So good coordination, good teamwork there on that C site. But again, that's what having that information, having that Cypher utility does for you. But now on GE side, yes, they have a Cypher as well, but with
Lightning Fast has been very consistent.
that Bleed is running, you have the
I guess good exposure, bhai. You have no idea how much effort it has been to try to get him here. He has been performing so well. Like, everyone has been putting so much individual time and effort, and the results are showing. He's brilliant.
if Bleed can
Blue, I'm so glad.
They kind
So
of
glad
have
that we have Blue.
experience going up against the Neons in the new patch. Obviously a lot of teams are going to be leaning into that, as we've already seen in this phase, in their scrim. So they're going to have a decent idea of what to expect. Just are they going to be able to kind of recover from that difficult half? Scary, just clearing out the haunt as all Bleed
Not.
on the other side. They know there's probably a couple over here. Are they just going to be able to break through? Scary. Thinking about Paranoia, but the call comes through from Crazy Guy. Took too long, didn't like what he was seeing. Didn't want to give them the ability, and with Zest already pushed up towards the orb at A, he doesn't have any contact. Maybe a bit of a bait as he has two players tucked inside a tree, hidden away.
Yeah. Blaze King as well with the cam just for a little bit extra, but Scary is going to enter, and now Blaze King just trying to play with the door, but Redla reads it like a book.
How?
Yeah. I don't know. That was
crazy good.
very, very slick. And that's just a free A site now, essentially, for the side
Nice.
of Bleed. But Russ does get that one kill onto Retla. A chance for Global Esports to make this interesting. Zest trying to push into Lightning Fast. He's looking to push even farther and does get ahead of that Paranoia. As now just going to maybe try to stick onto this one, but Polvi does have to pull off of it to try to help. And they are not in a great spot here. The two of them on the site just being mowed down. As he does have to switch guns. He's got 25 health, and they're just going to wait for the tap. There's just so little time for Polvi to do anything, and that
Team
is going to
Ace.
be
दे दो सबको एक
this
एक.
round going the way of
चलेगा.
Bleed.
I mean, just
Are there any chance of GE qualifying to champions if we keep winning every match?
gets them over the
And
line.
our opponents lose every
This might
match.
be a bit
And the
challenging.
people who are above us lose every match, and the people below us win.
You expect somebody to be there, but Retla is so ready for a player to be around that door.
One enemy remaining.
Might have seen it, in a previous match. The GE had tried that, and they were just so aware. So that's just great prepping.
अरे
great
एक round हुआ है यार,
strategy.
क्या
You
तुम
see
लोग-
maybe in a round like that, why there was an extra timeout taken late. Yeah, you have the halftime to talk about things as well, but Legia might feel like
He is a content team. Sure, bro. For a content team, I think we're doing really well,
we're
huh?
just gonna throw the reins over to Crazy Guy
Yeah.
and the rest of the squad, and hopefully you guys can get us over the line.
Yeah, no more timeouts in this regular time. As the push is coming out from the side of Global Esports, but Zest ready for it. He does have a Vandal, but
Nice.
he's ready for it. But this push is coming out pretty quickly. Relentless
Shooting range.
spray them down, takes down 4, and Scary is going to put an end to that business.
Hey.
As Retla, the only one to fall after getting 4 kills.
That was one of the fastest 4Ks with a Bulldog I think I've ever seen. That was insane.
Yeah.
That shoots him all the way up to the top of the leader.
ये क्या था? Quick round finish so we can go next.
Walk into it. Good work. Good anticipation there by Bleed.
अब
Teams trying to
ये
get
round नहीं
aggressive
हार
on their ecos, and both very well prepared on their antis. So, nicely done. Now the real work begins for Bleed. If you could take this bonus,
Now the
all of
real
a sudden
work.
I've got a lot more confidence that Bleed can turn this map around. Even though GE looks so
If we lose
good on
this
that
round,
back
it's
path,
going to be
it's much
problematic for
more
us.
difficult to defend with the
Shouldn't
lead.
lose. Nice.
Oh, but
Nice.
Fast, he's ready outside of Mound, and Polvy's here as well. Now
Let's
Rose is
go.
going to get that kill on a Zest. They
हाँ
were
जाओ ना.
pushing
Spike उठाओ. Spike उठाओ.
through mid at the same time, and Polvy's
चलेगा,
away
back.
without a
लेकिन
scratch, so that is going to be advantage to Global Esports. The two of them, Scary and Retla, the only ones left up.
Oh, Retla has his ult. कर दो ult कर दो Retla.
It early
आपके काम आएगा.
by Scary, so real
2v4
confident
you
with a
could-
swing there from Lightning Fast.
Don't want to lose this
So
clutch.
good this year for GE. And now they can just
हार रहे तो बोलते हैं हार रहे हैं, जीत रहे तो बोलते हैं मोहल्ले वाली टीम.
got both
तो
initiators.
लॉजिक वही है.
Utility.
अगर जीते तो बोलेंगे ये तो इजी टीम है, अगर हारे तो बोलेंगे इनसे भी नहीं जीत
Good
पाए.
luck.
There's no, we have to win.
Really impressive performance here from Bleed.
You get it.
Well, a shot comes out, and Polvy's like, yeah,
Nice.
I'm ready to take them both down, and that he does. Makes
Team.
quick work of it as well. Doesn't take any damage either. Only Lightning Fast goes down.
हाँ, I was trying to cancel.
Bonus.
Like Retla फटाफट ult कर देगा तो अच्छा होगा ना हमारे लिए.
Esports gonna be very happy to
Next
hold
round पे उसके पास नहीं होता.
rifles. Moving into the next one. And
Penka is in God mode.
close to winning this first map as well. All
मैं
stars
कुछ
on
बोलूंगा तो
Lightning Fast.
विविड हो जाएगा, तो इसलिए मैं कुछ नहीं बोल रहा.
Such great timing there on that positioning.
मैं एक्चुअली कुछ बोलना चाहता हूँ
Anticipated
बारे में,
that
बट आई
pressure
वोंट से.
really well. And Polvy
बिकॉज़ वे सब बोलेंगे स्क्रिम के बारे में क्यों बात कर रहे हो. विविड मतलब विवाद. वो हम लोग बोलते हैं कुछ बोल, वो मीम नहीं है कुछ बोलूंगा तो विवाद हो जाएगा.
this time
तो
they're going to be the one
हम लोग इंटरनली बोलते हैं कि विविड हो जाएगा.
I thought this might be something that Bleed
बात तो सब
could
करते हैं.
potentially have
हम
in their
vivid
favor
कर.
because of that extra
हमारी लाइफ बहुत विविड है इसीलिए.
deep utility with the
ये विवाद के बजाय हम हमारी लाइफ में विविड होता है.
really bold to consider with Polvy, so makes a bit of sense.
On Polvy.
Fast, taking a ton of
Oh,
space.
गोलू गोलू गोलू.
One way,
Relax.
he's gonna hold
Relax
on the
my
other
boy.
side of
Relax.
it. His own one way to see if
Take
anybody
deep breath.
try to creep past.
Patience.
You know, you see this sometime with the Vipers, where they're going to want to try to sneak around there, use this toxic screen to get themselves onto the other side. And Lightning Fast tried to get ahead of it, but
Oh, look at this. So
patience
beautiful stab.
from Zest, as he's wise to the tricks. And there's a lot of players here, but I think Darion has gotten past, but he gets stunned. I don't know if they know he's pushed up that
Nice.
far.
Oh boy, and look at this angle
Nice.
as well through the door, and Blaze King
और
just
उधर ही,
able to
उधर ही,
poke
उधर ही.
out
Nice.
right as they're getting
हाँ हाँ आराम से back off.
confused by all the utility in their face. Now
Good job.
Scary trying to push forward, and he's not able to get much at all. Is he going to poke through that smoke into three people? I would hope not, but let's see. He is going to get that crazy headshot.
Oh!
And nearly gets Benkai as well, making it pretty interesting. But at the end of the day, it's just going to be another Global Esports round as well.
ये स्प्रे ऐसा मत करो बाबा.
And Benkai barely living.
Yeah, nice attempt at the bait and switch by Zest and
स्प्रे
Scary.
ना को please.
Zest sprays with his gun.
ये गलती से भी अगर हो जाता ना हमारा.
They're able to set up their
Have been
own
very
little
bad.
crossfire angle and almost make it work. But Benkai's really been on one. Blaze King, though, doing a great job keeping himself alive.
तेरी जेस्ट का साथ में है ना बहुत
A
भारी
decent
पड़ा.
amount of space is gained by Bleed. It's countered
Almost vivid हो गया हाँ.
by GE. Now things
16-8, 16-12.
for Bleed Esports. Got Sheriffs. Yeah, you've got a neural theft, but
Oh.
just shot.
Shot!
Darion.
Oh no, and they're all caught here
Disease.
at Rubble. And Polvy just doing insane amounts
Oh.
of damage to them through the smoke.
Absolutely.
A great paranoia from Lightning Fast in there, too.
Yeah.
Everything you could want. The coordination's so on point right now for GE.
हाँ coordination is so on point for जी. ये casters बोल रहे
They're really
हैं
on something.
हमारे बारे में.
I mean,
No,
Lotus looks
you can't be
really
serious,
comfortable
guys.
for this
I don't
squad.
think you meant that for us.
And it will be
You must have meant that for the other
to
team.
move on to Sunset for our next map, which should be Bleed's stomping ground. We'll see how they do going into that map, their choice. But this one's not over yet, although it does look pretty dire for the side. Ooh.
I know this wire. I could sneak under it.
He knew he would. He knew he would sneak it under. That smile भी मारा Blaze King.
A bit more breathing room. Got the site open. Scary is going to
Nice.
get checked.
और इसका राइट गन बड़ी वाला है, बहुत जोर से लगता है कैरी का, बहुत स्कैरी है। उसके शेरिफ से थोड़ा ध्यान से,
It's not going to be easy, just sheriffs. And
कैरी का गन बड़ी ना बहुत भारी पड़ता है।
I like the splash as well into the back of the site, just knowing that they're going to try to push ahead, and now Crazy Guy's in so much trouble. It's going to be isolated down and scary as well, just a sliding neon right through his face.
उसको किधर है?
Able to hit that head. So
Benkai को अल्ट चार्ज, हाँ कोलू को अल्ट चार्ज, Benkai को अल्ट चार्ज, हाँ
with this diffuse.
I mean, really overall great game planning, but again, I'm so impressed with Benkai on this map. Those stuns, every time we like watch a bleed player,
Neon is insane. हाँ अभी मेटा में है, like Neon is the new patch, so that's why we
just red
out of trying
was going to end up and took him down. Unbelievable shot.
Yeah, that's that comes with, you know, thousands of games of Valorant, right? You're like, all right, I know exactly like what his movement looks like. I can calculate this instantly, instinctually. I am one with the game. And yeah, it was just a crazy shot there from Ross. Now here comes Volvi, but there were a lot of guys in his face before he even realized what he was looking at, and before he can even pull the overdrive out. As now it is Benkai to trade one back and maybe give Global a chance here, but Bleed are on the site already.
Benkai still just so sharp.
So reliable.
अल्ट वेस्टेड
Very
चलेगा।
reliable on this map. This is probably one of the better maps we've seen from him this year. What a time to
ध्यान क्यों हटा है? सॉरी मैसेज आया
They
आज पार्टी
need
से।
it most.
Crazy Guy has 2 health.
Yeah, that didn't feel good.
Well, at least he got the plant. Benkai's still here. And they might expect that, but let's see what this retake looks like. He's trying to line up a fault line here. See if he hits anyone. Doesn't look like he will at all, and he will go down.
Next round, next round, दे दो।
Down that
Next
angle.
round.
And now the 4v2 should be good for the side of Bleed, and there it will be very clean as well.
Okay, let's go, let's go.
Falls in this round. Even Crazy Guy staying alive with 2 health.
Yeah, and it's just an attempt here by GE, being so far ahead to go for something a little bit wild, a little bit crazy. Trying to use that Nightfall plus the Paranoia to sort of crunch outside of Mound. Just doesn't quite work. Bleed just able to step just enough ahead.
Momentum नहीं देंगे, एक
avoid
round।
all that utility and shut down.
One round.
Didn't even buy a gun. Just went right for the, you know, why not? He's been so good with the overdrive.
Yeah.
Screw it. Might as well just go for it. Not waste the creds. If you know you're going, going big or going home in that round.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're going to send it, which is what I always like to say, if you're going to really send it for everything you've got, and you know this round is going to last long for you,
back.
As Darion makes
Nice.
his way in, but there are a lot of guys waiting on
कोई आया ही नहीं
for this.
Darion
Look at
के
this,
साथ।
4
अच्छा ही है।
people here
Thank
for
you,
Global
Ross।
Esports, ready for a push.
Aussie
to
भागो।
commit.
भागो।
Guy one away from that Nightfall.
Nice.
But not going to be able to get it to him just yet.
No.
That's how
Nice.
Nightfall just done.
God.
And now they have
Right,
the
Mega.
death as well. I mean, this is really rough for Bleed. This might be the nail in the coffin.
On.
This is gonna get some spawning going down onto that C site. I know there's a bunch of members as he's going to push through the door. And an
Got it.
orb is picked up. That is going to be all-tier Nightfall for the side of Crazy Guys.
Oh
So
good
they
यार।
just want to send
They're not falling for it। हम लोग के players हिले ही नहीं वहाँ से, अभी भी वहीं खड़े हैं।
They don't have much choice. They have no control.
जाना अभी
over
नीचे
this
उसके।
map. Gun barrel's gonna
गंदगी,
sit down.
गंदगी, गंदगी।
Sees it.
Yeah, and that's going to be a free one for Polvi just to get it started. And now Crazy Guy wants to isolate.
Oh, भाई।
Scary and Crazy Guy able to clean it up. Just 3 members right inside the door, and immediately all of them get absolutely wiped up.
ये cross angle बहुत
What happened there? I thought this was round
held at the
one.
wrong angle.
Crossfires looked great for GE.
It did look great.
You know, I think it should have been, but it is not. And Bleed, maybe buying themselves another chance here.
10 seconds left.
Those shots are not quite ringing true, but it is going to be a plant coming down. Scary's getting low. Crazy Guy's taking some damage already. And Benkai and his buddy Lightning
Step in
Fist
now.
are already here on the site.
Gotta step in now, guys. Reload, go look. Let's
They have a
go.
lot of time to work with here. Global
Time
just
hai.
try to retake this one. And Lightning Fest is
Nice.
going to run on in as the fault line gets maximum value. And they know exactly where he is. That's
Let's go.
the nail in the coffin.
Map
Global
1.
Esports to win.
Let's go Sunset, baby.
13
Let's go
to 6.
Sunset.
Yeah, absolutely. Phenomenal stuff here from the get-go. I loved the game
One more.
plan. I loved the execution.
एक और
Coordination, snappy shots.
Execute, coordination, snappy shots.
For GE, in
ये
particular,
हमारे बारे में बोल
there's
रहा
also good stuff early on from Russ. lightning fast, continues to just be a real shining star for Global Esports. Blaze King had some early moments. That was very well handled top to bottom for GE.
Absolutely. Very clean first map on their map choice for Global Esports here on Lotus. We will be
नहीं जाना
moving
Twitter
over to
पे.
Sunset for the second map, but first let's throw
मैं
it to
बस
the
VCT
Atlas
का
to
रीड
break down
करने
the
जा रहा
first
हूँ.
map.
नहीं जाना Twitter.
Hey, it's a global esports win. What are we, Asarai?
Minions! You know why?
Oh.
Because
Okay.
you know what minions are for?
असुरा अल गरीब.
Global.
ये क्या हो गया?
Right?
All right,
You will
chat,
steal
you
the
rate that.
moon!
ये विक्टोरिया अच्छा सेटअप किया. असुरा ने हक दिया. Sorry.
To the moon next.
Victoria actually set it up really well. Asura, I'm
And it was
sorry.
Total domination on their map pick of Lotus. Quack, how you feeling? Still bleed leaving?
Maybe for Sunset, but oh my gosh, the changes actually look pretty great for both sides. I mean, Bleed, you know, a slight change. Retla used to play on the Killjoy, but now he's on the Cypher. I guess we were kind of anticipating the traps to do a little bit more, but it didn't quite work out too well because Global Esports had the right reads, and props to Benkai because he actually did a lot more on this map. I mean, role swap, different, you know, playing Breach.
Just
Now,
had a black
the
WhatsApp
combination
नहीं
of
देखा
that
था.
Breach with the Neon actually gives Global Esports so much value. This
Tune set
composition
अभी देखना पड़ेगा.
looks pretty good.
Because ये अभी
The 1-2 punch you can really feel
हमारे
the
against,
cohesion
they didn't pick their best map.
for
They
Global
counterpicked
Esports.
our best map because till now Bleed was banning
It looks
Sunset.
like Global-
If you see all of
Global
Bleed's
wanted
previous
this team
matches,
that was
they
always
banned
looking
Sunset.
for the fights.
They
right?
picked
It feels
Sunset
like
because
Bleed
it's not a
was
good map,
kind
not
of
because it's
waiting
their
for
good map.
that stimulus from Global. And because
Watch party cam,
they
yes.
didn't really
Let's show watch party cam.
set the pace from what it looks like. Sure, I think the reason why they had Retla on the
Watch
Cypher
party
was
cam.
they were probably thinking, maybe Polvy's gonna go on.
I wanna see the
Neon,
winning
so
moment.
to Neon, but then we didn't really see too much of punishes against that, even though we'd see
Moment.
Retla exactly on the side where Polvy was gonna do,
Winning
his
moment.
thing, and it just kind of spiraled away from that, or spiraled from that.
Definitely a little bit of spiral. I mean, you can see some of these rounds where like Benkai or you know Russ shoots out the Nightfall, and Bleed really just doubles all the way back up to ropes, and Polvy's the guy who capitalizes on those moments, and that's why you see him.
तो को खाना पीना मिल रहा है, वाह, मेरे को भी भूख
20
लगी.
kills.
First match जीत गए guys,
You know,
first
just typical Polvy stuff. What I'm more impressed by is the fact that Benkai actually goes in for some of these trades, and that's why he's getting a lot of frags as well without dying too much. I mean, again, it's that combination. You look at some of these highlights and you see moments where on this map, specifically
lag नहीं forward कर रहा
with
था
the
मैं.
Neon, Polvy's actually able to, you know, slide into sights and bypass a lot of off angles that sometimes Bleed would often love to hold. I think you see it a lot more, especially on the C side, you know, when you're trying to cross past, you know, where players might hold around water.
In case you guys haven't, buy the GE
you
bundle.
Retla try to play
That's all I'm going to say.
top of the site
और यार
itself.
बोलो ये सब जी बंडल का बफ है देख रहे हो वो मस्त एकदम जो जी लटक रहा है उधर ये उसी का बफ है
From Benkai, and the momentum that kind of gives this momentum gives to Global Esports is just so valuable.
Hi web gamer
It looks
YT
like they
what's up
figured
and welcome to the
out
stream
for Lotus today, which is great
एक
to
मैप
see.
हुई है
Like
guys
you
अभी
mentioned,
next map
Benkai
sunset is now going to
is a
be
fantastic
Even
change
तक नहीं
from
पहुंचना है
concept
मुझे.
that, you know, he played
Sunset,
really
जीत
on
के
Fracture when he was
easy
still
go
on
next.
Rex, and,
Just
you know,
focus
he
on
was
T1 then.
did phenomenally on Fracture as well, Asrai.
Absolutely, and I think
Us,
this is one
that's
of the
all I
things
want.
where we also see
Pitch to Camoli what's up अब बात कर सकते हैं थोड़ा क्या हाल चाल गाइस क्या चल रहा है How's it going अब बोलो अब थोड़ा शांति है अब मैं ठीक से बात कर Can we still qualify? We have to win. That's the only way to qualify. We have to win. Our chances are a lot higher had we beaten Secret, but we can still win. What we did here, we have to keep doing. Again, and not going to be easy, but it's not impossible either. Your Insta stories and leadership towards inspires me a lot, trying to be better. Thank you. Like I am telling you, everything I do because I want to motivate myself, my players. I want to ensure that everyone around global esports and in global esports has that right motivation and inspiration to go ahead and be the best that they can be. Like I said this earlier also, like आप लोग को क्या लगता है, like Our players don't want to win. You think Benkai Blaze King को अच्छा लगता है लोग आके गाली दे, पोल्वी को अच्छा लगता है लोग बोलते रहते हैं कि ऑफ मत करो, रिप्लेस कर दो इसको, हमारे कोचेस को अच्छा लगता है सब जाके उनको बोलते हैं कि कोच को निकाल दो, फ्रॉड कोच, सब चुपचाप बैठे रहते हैं अपना काम करते रहते हैं बिकॉज दे नो दे हैव टू फोकस. मैंने उनको एक ही चीज बोला है, द बेस्ट रिस्पॉन्स इज विक्ट्री. इफ वी विन वी प्रूव देम रॉन्ग, इफ lose we prove them right, so let's win. That's all we need to focus. We need to focus on winning. As long as we win, everything else will fall into place. If we're losing, we need to change what we're doing because we're not winning. Because at the end of the day, आपके unit tests, आपके prelims, आपके exams, जैसे भी जाए, what matters is the final result. If our final result is a loss, no matter how good we prepped, it doesn't matter. We have to win. The watch parties we are doing on YouTube. I want the maximum number of people to be able to in and watch. Already since we have started, there have been 12,000 of y'all that have tuned in. 12,000 लोग stream पे आए हैं, but likes नहीं है. Like करना. Start like. If you haven't liked already, make sure you like this stream. Neon comp on Sunset. Let's see. Scrim score. मैं पिछले एक हफ्ते की स्क्रिम्स की अगर बात करूंगा ना, लोग डंडे मारेंगे. वो स्क्रिम्स को अगर लीक कर दिया, सब फ्रॉड बुलाएंगे पी को, बाकी सारे टीम्स को, जस्ट बेस्ड ऑन द स्कोर. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू टॉक. दैट्स जस्ट लाइक आई सेड, यूनिट टेस्ट, प्रीलिम्स, बाकी सब साल भर जितना भी किया है, जितने भी मार्क्स आए, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. इन द एंड व्हाट मैटर्स इज द रिजल्ट्स ऑन. These are the results on stage. We can win on stage, it matters. Otherwise, even if we are beating the best team in the world in scrims, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? वो प्रैक्टिस मैच है, वो प्रीलिम की तरह, वो यूनिट टेस्ट है, उससे कुछ फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. क्या पड़ेगा? अभी आगे कुछ.
Control is going to achieve the most kills in map 2 as a sentinel, controller, initiator, or duelist. I see most of the audience pick duelist, and that we can talk about that. We can talk about that. This is Sunset. So remember, this is Sunset.
I want to change
this
my
is
answer now.
Yeah, this is Sunset.
Yeah. So I know what my answer is.
It's not just the fact that it's Sunset too. You got Bleed, you got Scary.
Which is better, winning 2-0 or take it to third map, increase round wins? No, we need map wins. No map losses. We can't afford map losses.
Actually, with Scary,
2-0 best.
That's a very
Yeah,
good
आगे
point. That's a fantastic point. Whoops.
Whoops.
My wife.
Like
All
throwing
right.
away the whiteboard.
I will change my answer from what I was.
Ooh, we're gonna have possibly different answers.
All three of us, possibly. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't want to.
में भी try करो, मुझे आना है.
Why? Join.
Yeah.
Fun.
Party.
Fun where I am. Where am I bronze?
It's okay. I don't want to
I
have.
got
You're
a
almost
bronze
there.
at least.
Thank you so much. Stock Trade Tracker
So
by
I'm gonna talk through mine while
TKP.
you guys put this together. I'm gonna go with Sentinel.
Great username and
Sentinels
really
have
appreciate your message.
proven to be very effective on Sunset. I've seen amazing Cypher plays. You know.
What's up, Sati
they
and
played a double
Srini?
Sentinel last time. I
So
think
good to see you all in
there's
chat.
chances of that happening, and yeah. So
I know updates are given about died, shooting from LAN, about BGI, social handle. अब हो रहा है.
Okay, initiator. Why?
हमारी आज सुबह टीम मतलब 1 घंटे पहले पहुंच गया
Have
हैदराबाद.
the second chance to get
Oh,
more
I
kills. Simple as that. Especially with how aggressive Global have been playing.
The
Watch
initiator
us-
stands so far back during. Okay, anyway, go.
They
go.
trade. Watch us
This
get
is
all
for
this
both
wrong.
teams.
I
Russ
think it's
plays.
control.
Sentinels, controller,
Controller
initiator.
because of scary.
Ooh, which role will achieve most kills in map 2? आप लोग को क्या लगता है?
Also, I think they can definitely.
Edgar now in Fnatic. Yes, Edgar is now in Fnatic. He is their new performer.
Is that like Sauron when he goes for basic?
We were trying to see if we could work something out. जब हमारा contract we were ending with Edgar, it was not working out due to a few things logistically. When we were ending our contract, I tried to get him to work with Revenant as well. Rohit had a few meetings with him, but in the end, he went ahead with Fnatic.
Ooh.
Yep.
I think
This is-
Revenant has got someone
this is what
else.
I was thinking. Both initiators would be the KO. Meaning
Edgar is now with Fnatic.
see.
He's going to be there.
Too, but how
on
is
psychology.
the KO going to work with Polvy's Neon in place of something
Oh,
like Breach? You know,
Polvy Neon again?
A viable agent
Oh,
for
surprise.
Sunset, as we've seen Team Secret
Very
work
surprising.
so many times
I did not
before.
expect this. I did
Of
not
course,
know.
At the same time, Bleed Esports sticking to the tried and true
पता
composition,
था.
and you know, just hopefully that teamwork will be able to give them a big boost in performance.
Here's something to add as well. I think this is the first time we're seeing Zest play as the KO on Sunset for this one, where last time he was on the Gecko, just pointing it out there. So at least there is a shift up in terms of what agent goes to who for Bleed, because you know last time I think
I
we
don't
saw
mean make jersey
Bleed
dimple
on
and
the
unique. I
Breeze
think you
that
meant
was
simple,
gonna
but I'll
be
take it.
on that
I don't
race.
mean make
Had
jersey
some
dimple and
things that
unique.
never really wanted
इससे
to
यूनिक
do.
जर्सी अगर कहीं देखी हो तो बताओ मेरे को प्लीज बताना कौन से और आर्टिस्ट ने जर्सी बनाई है.
Map
Because this was done by the artist Shantanu Hazarika. If you buy a jersey, you will see his tag on the side as well.
Or the global minions. Let's go to our casters for some.
Design is very subjective. Some people like it, some people.
Thank you, analysts, for that.
Those who do
breakdown
have gone to gefighting.com and bought the jersey.
Pretty good so far, but now we do move on to Sunset
Fighting
pick, and we'll see if
.com.
things do
And the jersey.
swap back in their favor. As we do have crazy guy back on the Sova, Lucy Polvi back on the Neon. Any expectations for this map, Paperfin?
Well, I mean, obviously, you know, a very important map for Bleed. This is the map that they beat, or excuse me, they lost to GE the last time they played on this map, but that was back in kickoff. Since then, GE has struggled on this map, to put it nicely. They got destroyed by Zeta, then they lost to Paper X. Okay, most people lose to Paper X on this map. That's understandable, but then they lost to Team Secret as well, so who's also very good on this map, as we have seen, as they also beat Paper X last stage. So it's been a tough map for GE, but who knows, this Neon, well, didn't find any value that time, trying that same old kind of, you know, dash out, another player swing with the relay bolt to try to enter, but so far back were the forces of Bleed that they were able to absorb that pressure. But I you know, gotta give it.
Is your website on WordPress? No, our website I coded myself, and it's been 5 years plus since it's been updated. 5 साल हो गए GE की website को update.
That's what was really impressing me overall with GE. So need to see more of that this round. Maybe not going to be the Neon show, but still a lot of potential for them as they are going full on towards B, and it's going to have to be a rotate for GE as they committed towards the A side, expecting the rotate, but enough time bought here for Bleed to get the plant.
Yeah, essentially just able to run on into this one. And now Blaze King pretty far up.
Nice.
Not going to expect that. With the Boombot going a little bit deeper, and now Blaze King able to trade.
Golu.
One essentially. Scary going to get a lot of information.
Only you can.
Exactly
Golu, only you can.
Golu! Check it. Scary will win the duel, and he picks up a second one as well before going down. So advantage here over the side of Bleed. In members and just in time, really not a lot of time here to clear out behind the bots as now Zest and Retla just waiting, and there they go, able to take them all down as they had to push there, and Bleed will start off with a first round win.
Yeah.
Add pause kar do. Oh yeah, wait. Oh yeah, I can pause.
Really what wins them this round in 2 different ways. Off the rip, able to dodge the relay bolt, get the
YouTube पे ये सब कर सकते हैं, Twitch पे नहीं कर सकते.
And then Scary just kind of holding the angle at market.
One enemy remaining.
Stabilizing enough to get that first kill, ready for the second. And then that allows you to set up in that really tricky position for your opponents in B main.
Where can we watch party cam? यहाँ स्क्रीन पे या तो आपको उधर जाना पड़ेगा मेन स्क्रीन पे या इधर आ जाएगा दिल. Yoda Sahil, thank you so much. I'm now Papa Sina. Yes.
We've seen quite a few ecos already this stage.
Yeah. I mean, even yesterday with Paper X versus DRX, like those teams, doesn't matter if they have guns or not, they're both going to find ways somehow to pick up Thrifties, as now just trying to push through, and a very nice opening up here from the side of Darian. He does hold the spray, and it does get taken out, but at least Retla is able to trade back, so only the one classic kill going the way of
Ad बंद कर देंगे तो ऑग रेवेन्यू कैसे जनरेट करेगा? हाँ ब्रो, YouTube एड से ही हमारा ऑग चल रहा है. YouTube ads नहीं होते तो हमारा क्या होता?
Off of Darian, good kill for Retla, but lightning fast, quick to trade that.
चलने के बाद जाओ.
Sticks around a little bit too long. There were 3 members there, just firing it in. But now Scary does have this angle, and he will take them both down and make quick work of that. A couple of kills to go the way of Global, but expected round win over to Bleed.
Yeah, and that's a pretty nice pickup there for Bleed. To only lose 2 players, you don't mind that at all. Yeah, you drop one of the Bulldogs.
ये round
at the end of the day, it's not too bad.
Sunset always looks scary for G.
Easy push through. Yeah, you lose.
It does.
Again, you lose 2, but
it does. I'll be honest.
You're fine with that. And Scary had a pretty good map 1 actually.
इसका एम अच्छा नहीं, बहुत अच्छा है.
Now that he has seeded that IGL roll back over to Crazy Guy, kind of frees him up to do scary things. It's Crazy Guy. Oh boy, got to be so careful here.
Nice.
Polvi almost able to get there in time, but that 0 point
close enough. At least हमें ऑब फ्री में
force the players of GE back, as a lot of space being taken. Elbow control there. Yes, the cam will spot this. What's going to be the counterplay here? A couple trap wires on the site for Blaze King to play off of. But how are they going to do it? Using that drone to check, but Russ knows that that came from right behind that box. Oh,
Hey, hey, hey.
turns.
Oh, he turns,
Russ.
and Russ is in a bit of trouble, but...
भाग जा Russ nice
Now
यार
it's going to be a kill going over to
क्या
Russ.
timing
This guy
था.
kind of just runs into him.
मैं तो
I
मरता
think it should have
उधर.
been communicated that he was right there. And now that gives a pretty good
No,
chance
he's
for
gonna be
Global to get this retake, although Darion pretty far up. Gonna take a bit of damage through the box
Nice.
and will go down to Benkai.
Atlas also low.
Down through that one, and now Retla pretty low. The paranoia does come out, but only able to get Polvi down. As
Big gun
it will
loss.
be Global
ठीक
Esports
है,
to
one lost gun
deny
is
the
okay.
bonus and hold on to 4 rifles.
Yeah, so some good thinking in this round for GE. You know, having that cam there for the early detection if it is going to be an A push kind of allows them.
Down sorry guys chat में अभी
Even
गेम पे ध्यान दे रहा तो इसलिए chat पे इतना ध्यान नहीं है, so in case I miss your chat.
Swing that corner, but
Hold on.
he actually didn't want to open up that angle.
Yeah, that big brain timing really saved us. नहीं तो Russ बहुत बुरा मार सकता था.
Contact was made on the site. Russ had been able to backpedal and was ready for it. There was no second player to follow up, no coordination there for Bleed to help Crazy Guy out. Went for the hero play, and Russ was able to outreact against his opponent. So now you got a couple ults to work with, though. Benkai does have the Hunter's Fury as well. Obviously, there's no lockdown, so find some early information, find a pick here as GE. Might be able to set up a free kill. Benkai sitting all the way back there towards spawn. Could have some good angles. The only interesting thing is there's no mid control from either team, so no real ambiguity.
Damn.
A lot of util coming in.
The venue is packed at the view party. बैठने की जगह नहीं है, ऊपर नीचे बाहर social वालों ने बोल दिया please और लोग मत लाओ और जगह नहीं
They're
है.
still going to be able to just force their way onto the site here, and they are spotted.
Literally ये photo
Now
भेजी
the
है.
Hunter's Fury.
जगह नहीं है.
Oh, it's lining up multiple members back there, and meanwhile, Blaze King able to push in. He's on the back of the site, picks up 2.
You
Now
bad.
Scary able to trade, stopping
Very
that
scary
play
trades.
through market, and now
चले जा ये साइड जाके.
gonna TP, get some information, but does TP back? As here comes Benkai, gonna send that drone forward. Trying to get a mark here on one of the members, but it's gonna be taken out as the
Oh,
slide comes
nice.
in, and Benkai
Double
able to
peek.
finish off the last member.
Oh,
Nice one.
nasty from Polvi.
Oh good, Polvi and Ben.
Open for Benkai there to follow up. A great setup for GE in a lot of different ways. The patience there from Retla to wait for that
Very,
second
very,
fire.
very
It's a good
patient.
counter from the side of Bleed. They used the drone to open up that trap wire because there's that momentary delay when you put a piece of utility through the trap wire that allows Darion to actually break into sight. So that's what gets them into the back of the site to start knocking players down there with Scary.
क्या ये गेम का comms video तो मजेदार होगा.
So they're able to do some serious damage off the back of that timing. With
Ball
the
में तो
output.
है.
So that was a smart play from Darion.
Ben
Almost
drone we
able to grab
fear.
it.
I agree.
At the end, that
तो
coordination
है.
again from Polvi and Benkai has been so good today. And Benkai really feeling it. 5-2 right now.
Benkai really feeling it. Oh.
Phenomenal day.
Yeah, it really does feel like every single member of Global is really pulling their weight. I mean, Russ is having his moments, lightning fast. Polvi kind of goes without mentioning. Blaze King as well.
Oh, damn.
Big first
The
map.
waiting list at the gaming.
Just holding
You kept an experience zone at the view party. So you can 1v1 2v2 challenge with your friends.
Yeah, I mean,
बहुत सारे उधर
it's just
giveaways
been
है, goodies है,
all very
t-shirts,
smooth.
cheer
It feels like
sticks,
Global Esports
बहुत
very
सारा
practiced.
stuff
And
मिल रहा है. अरे
now,
मारो मारो मारो
coming
मारो.
on in, that flash is going to be huge. Is on the
बहुत
back
लोग
of
हैं,
the
बहुत
site.
लोग
They
हैं.
are trying to push them in here. The Bulldog kill, and look at that, the double flash. They're both just
गए
sat
होंगे
there
थे.
with their pants down, and now Polvi going to be taken down. As he's not going to be able to get anything going with that overdrive. Lightning
Tripty
fast
ले लो.
left alone.
कि नहीं echoed हाँ.
And this is not the round. You know, just as we were praising the
ठीक है.
Blade come in and smack them down on the B site.
Yeah, and I mean, great entry from Darion. Doesn't get
Yes,
stalled
okay.
up by any of the utility from Blaze King.
Classic GE
And
round.
it's just a brilliant flash. Great timing. Hit so many players at GE. GU was playing to disrupt the plant and could not because the util was so good from Bleed. And it just broke things open. And what a huge thrifty round. There's no way Lightning Fast is going to go for this. He has already opted to go for the save. And that's like guns picked up. That's such an economic swing. Or Bleed in this one.
हाँ. ये round Polvi could have
What a
saved the ult.
response.
Yeah.
I mean, no fear after just getting kind of bullied at B there in the previous round. This time they're able to kind of do a similar thing just with
Slow
an
and steady,
extra
slow.
layer to it.
One
Where it's
round
just
at a
like,
time.
okay, well, let's throw a flash in the back of
One
sight this
round
time
at a
and make
time.
sure that we really get that clear. They were able to
Anna
get
Siri?
guns This time around,
Yeah.
just brilliant, just landed right in their face.
Yeah.
One round
I mean,
ago.
they had no chance. Like, they were not expecting that. Just the lob right into the face of both of them. And
Chat, don't worry, G scrims में बहुत अच्छा खेलती है.
You're just dead.
इसी की वजह से मैं scrims के बारे में बात नहीं
Numbers
करता.
there.
Because ऐसे
As they do push into
लोग
the
आके
back of the site with some
यही
excellent
बकवास करते हैं.
flashes.
Now you know why we don't
Just
talk
look
about
like Bleed once again.
thanks to
looking
people
to
like
pressure towards
Samyak
the
Surya.
site.
And you're
He
seeing
is the
G
reason, and people like him are the reason that
camera on
professional
top
teams
of the
don't
wall.
talk about scrim.
Trapwire a little bit deeper, but it's been
बस
that
इन लोगों को
left
समझ
hand
में नहीं
side
आता है,
of
थोड़ा
the
यहाँ से पैदा.
B site that Bleed have been pressuring, but now they're thinking about
हाँ, scrims में अच्छा खेल रहे हैं, bro. Thanks,
smoke
bro.
to cover a little bit of space, spray down to come through. That's shock dart did quite a bit of damage. I mean, Zess is down to very, very low health. Crazy guy lost all of his armor down to 75. So definitely GE getting the better of that exchange.
Direct ban.
No Bleed trying to
बकवास के लिए मेरे पास यहाँ
space, but not able to do so.
जाके किसी और की चैट में अपना बकवास स्प्रेड किया.
Yeah, now they're just going to send it into B once again.
Ban.
As they do send the Paranoia and
Agat,
some smokes
agreed.
from the Omen.
Exactly.
Couple of smokes just to try to cut off all of
Nice
the
ball.
sight lines from the side of GE. And the spike carrier, Zest, there, he is going to go down. So now
Jeez,
they kind of have
man.
to rush in, but Scary
Nice.
is going to pick up one. Benkai in the back of the site will be heard, but it
Nice.
is going to be the rest of the team just flooding on in.
Back and reload. हाँ, save कर ले भाई. तेरे को economy पे देखना है
Scary.
Scary.
For Global Esports,
Sure.
and Scary left alone is just going to run away.
And that change up of the camera
What's
position
up, Viraj?
makes this timing a lot easier for Global Esports to disrupt the plan.
What if you are a match
Make sure it
teacher?
just never happens. Because it's really good patience from them.
10 seconds left.
Even though they
Why
lose
your voice
Kobe
cutting off?
when they're setting up those crossfires.
Because I
Allows
put
everybody
a
to
noise
get in
gate.
place
1
and
second.
Really just
Let me fix that.
punish Bleed. So very nicely handled
So-
by Blaze King.
Yo,
And it's been a good back and forth. 3-3.
is okay?
No,
अभी
I
शायद
think we
आवाज
see
नहीं
some
कटनी चाहिए.
kind of bigger picture ideas.
अभी ठीक हो गया. अभी नहीं
Bleed
कटेगी
right
आवाज.
now, it just really feels like they're relying on these executes to get them over the line. And this time around, GE just has a better response. I'm not sure if we're the only ones
Holy
without sound.
fact, G is one of the worst teams to play in the international stage. Don't behave like they won everything.
Well, we're
No
gonna
one's
get
behaving like they won everything, bro. If they had won,
Just like,
we wouldn't be fighting for our lives for elimination here.
Did we get paranoia?
If we
there?
lose this,
Like,
we're
did you
eliminated.
hear anything? Yeah.
Who's saying कि we are the best team in the world?
Ball
कौन बोला?
Yeah.
क्या पी के बैठे हो
No,
भाई
I
आप?
mean, yeah, it's a
सुबह
much
सुबह
closer
संडे को
round,
थोड़ा ज़्यादा
but
लगा
it's
लिया.
still going to be Bleed.
Saturday night heavy हो गया.
That
थोड़ा
does lose the previous
break लिया
round.
करो
They are
weekends
going
में.
to be the first ones that call
Next
it.
weekend थोड़ा extra पानी पी लो. नींबू पानी से
First
दूर
couple of
रहो.
rounds going their way, they win the pistol, but Global Esports immediately able to fight back pretty strong.
Oikawa Toru, thank you so much for asking. Both my baby boy and wife are doing good. Thank you so much for asking.
And he is not scared to call early timeouts, is he?
No, he is not. That has absolutely been par for the course for Bleed. They like to take those timeouts early and often to try to get things figured out. But you know, you're close to Zesalt. You've got the showstopper. So you've got some tools to work with.
What are your plans for the
as
upcoming
Bleed.
season? Right now, thinking about
My
this match.
curiosity
आज जीते, फिर next match जीते,
they going
उसके
to
बाद जब मैच हार के एलिमिनेट हो
spread the
जाएंगे,
map a little bit
उसके
more.
बाद अगला
They
स्टेप
sort
होगा.
of did
पहले
that previous round, but it got
जीतने पे
shut right
फोकस
down by
रहे.
GE. You know, you've got to make GE respect A at some point. Like these executes, as good as they can be, GE's got very good responses for the most part towards this B site.
भाग जाओ, 250 लोग हैं,
Blaze
Blaze King. Blaze King.
Behind it.
Oh, he got it!
He overshot. He didn't realize Blaze King उधर ही था, दूर नहीं भागा था.
Showstopper is
Nice.
on the ground, dead. And just like that, you just have to give up on ever trying
Nice.
to get into B at this point.
Let's go.
Maybe if you wait for a whole minute and then you go, but there's 4
Arams,
members
arams.
that have swarmed in there, and man, that was just really cute positioning from the side of Blaze King. Takes the initial damage, you know, on the jump peak, and then he's just tucked there in the corner, and he says, okay, he's going to come really fast. I'm just going to tuck myself in right behind him.
हाँ, जाओ.
Crazy
There you go.
smart. Crazy smart from Blaze King. I mean, just great stuff there. Gets the neural theft, gets the info. If they had gone mid, there was a trip there.
Nice,
Check
man.
for it. I mean, and Ross wins his battle.
Down mid.
This
Nice.
is really
एक
dire
एक करके
for
प्यार से मारो.
They are falling apart at the seams.
Last player
Oh
standing.
boy.
Last player,
And
they know he's
Global
there.
are just clean with it.
Blind
once
नहीं हुआ,
again.
blind नहीं हुआ. Nice ball. क्या slide मारा है. Nice ball.
Gonna secure the flawless for his team with some shiny plays. as he is able to glide down the stairs there. And yeah, just a very one-sided round. It really comes down to the beginning of that one. Especially
Neon getting
when
nerfed,
he
I think
just
Polvi
put
getting
himself
nerfed.
into that corner before Darian can even see him.
It's just so brutal.
Polvi playing BGMI and VALORANT. हाँ, slides तो है. ये best था. He's like, bro, तू आगे देख, मैं पीछे से मारूंगा. That his overshooting was epic because Blaze वहीं खड़ा था.
To back up the push. Get good.
ISO तो nerf हो गया, bro. That's already, this is the nerf patch. ISO is already
That
nerfed.
third kill. I mean, yes, he was flashed, but it still was a good shot.
It's just so
back
cool
ho
to see him
jao.
sliding down the stairs, looking away from the flash, and then he's just able to drag back over. Flick him down with the headshot. Lots of time, lots of comfort, as you mentioned.
The fact that you see Darian there is a big giveaway for GE, that they've got a little bit of time to kind of figure out what's going on in the map, because you know it's very unlikely that Bleed is going to try anything without
Oh,
Darian
Polvi
there
पीछे,
to
Polvi
lead
पीछे,
the
Polvi
charge.
पीछे.
It's been a bit of a struggle today on this raise.
Polvi, nice. Down cues आ गए.
Lightning fast.
I know exactly.
Thinking he can get ahead of it. That's tough for Polvi. Smart to get out. He had no hope.
He gets spotted by about 8 things, and that is going to be the B site given over. Smoke to come forward as well, but now Polvi tries to go in. It's just a lineup to the two of them, Scary and Crazy Guy getting to
ये lineup
these.
उनके advantage
They're
में
trying to
था.
enter the site
It
real
is going
quick.
very even.
Does not work out for them. Bleed back on the
ठीक है.
board.
Yeah, so much of this
Not
map
bad.
is coming down to
but the Polvi up.
Bleed can get
मैं
control
कुछ नहीं बोल रहा.
past the pillar on B. If they get control
मैं
past
कुछ
the
नहीं बोल
pillar,
रहा. Polvi up
they're
खेल रहा है.
themselves really good
I'm
at
just
Bleed.
saying.
Now it helps that Retla wins out on his lurk in this round, because that keeps the map in control, keeps that flank
मैं
angle,
कुछ नहीं बोलने वाला.
from
मैं सिर्फ इतना ही बोलूँगा. Polvi
not
up
coming
कर.
through for the side of GE, but it also gives you the neural theft, which gives you the info that everybody's in boba, and then you can just push in, set up the crossfire.
मार Polvi, मार.
Out. So nicely set up by Bleed. Great play by Retla to really give his team a great round.
Right पे आ जाओ. कर ले.
Continues to be
कर ले
a
रस.
phenomenal back and forth. Now you've got both no commands
Nice.
available for the
No
KOs.
suppress.
Crazy Guy does have his ult. So GE this
They're
time
all
going
5A.
to be giving up a ton of
Need
space
to
on
start
A.
rotating.
Basically going to have to play for retake at this point. I mean, if you challenge this, you better have a really nice timing on Bleed's entry, because you don't have a lot of support. I mean, especially with just like a paranoia and some flashes, it's going to be really tough. There's that
Yeah.
Hunter's Fury.
Shubham
The good news
direct
is
ban.
you baited
Ban
out
from
the ult,
channel.
didn't take
बकवास
any
ना को
damage.
मांगता है. Can't give
I mean, as you
positive
mentioned before, just
responses
essentially
or
just gonna
sensible
wait for
criticism.
the full
बकवास
retake.
के लिए इधर निगाली वाली देनी है.
These
घर पे
goalies
जाके
don't
दो
really get hit
because
by much of anything. And now a chance to go for your counter null command.
I'm okay. Just banned. I'm good.
We do see Lightning
Tolu?
Fast with the first operator kill on the Zest. Now Polvi trying to run on in, just doing
Nice, Polvi!
some diving. He is going to go down, and Retla is so clean on the side. He hits another head. And Lightning Fast, okay, he's going to shut that down, but already the damage has been done. Lightning Fast, he tries to switch over, but it's really just not a lot of time. There's a lot of spray. He has to rush with it. 4 kills over to Retla.
Okay, आप लेके से.
And it looks like he's just going to try to
Oh,
get
but
us off
Scary
the
is not
top.
going to
Look
let
at
him.
this.
Scary थोड़ी छोड़ेगा.
Scary trying to shut it down. Lightning Fast has a good idea, but it doesn't
Scary
matter.
थोड़ी छोड़ेगा.
Scary
सब
will
थोड़ी छोड़ेगा
still
Scary.
shut him down. It's another round over to Bleed.
Yeah, I don't mind what GE does in terms of their macro strategy for this round. It's just great execution from Retla to just shut this round right down.
That just crossfire
It
got
almost
us.
looks like it was going to be another one of those. Polvi jumps in. He's got great support. You know, they follow up behind him to get that first kill. But then Retla
Retla
just
just
so
like-
ready there.
Retla बहुत अच्छा किया. Hey, we used our first time out.
After a round like that,
Yay.
settle the nerves. Saw Retla could hardly believe it himself.
Yeah, that slide didn't work for us. मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ.
Global. I think the idea was fine. You know, you got a lot of value. You didn't get hit.
Retla
by
got
anything
us,
really.
yes.
You just try to go for the retake, but sometimes the other team does insanely well and shuts down.
Sunset is attacker side or defender side? I think it's attacker side. I feel Sunset is attacker side, but again chat knows more than me because आज तक तो chat ने ही सब कुछ decide किया है कि game में क्या चलता है क्या नहीं चलता है. तो chat आप लोग ही बता दो.
The first timeout we've seen for the entire day so far for the side of Global Esports. They didn't take a
Chat आप लोग ही
single
बता
one
दोगे.
on Lotus. Just let them flow with it.
Sunset is defense sided? Okay,
So
defense
not a
sided.
big reason to call a timeout, of course.
For sure. and it's been overall a really good.
Let's try Ray-Ban luck now. Let's try Ray-Ban luck now.
Come alive in the last 2 rounds have been.
Ray-Ban का luck भी try करके देखते हैं. ये भी luck आजमा के देखते हैं.
Set up the B hit, and that
ये भी
round
तो देखिए.
holding
20 से जीतेंगे हारेंगे पता चलेगा. अगर हार गए तो switch कर लूँगा.
Extra layer to that dive from Polvi. He dashes in so far.
It's okay to lose sometimes. We're happy that Indian franchises are there and competing. Yeah, I mean everyone is just frustrated. No one would be saying the things they did if we won. That's my logic. अगर हम जीत रहे होते तो कोई ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा होता. उनका भी frustration बस हमारे victory के लिए ही है. Everyone wants the same thing for GE to win. No one wants GE to lose. आपस में क्यों लड़ रहे हैं मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. But everyone wants the same thing, but they'll fight each other for the same thing.
Still gonna get spotted, so
Sure.
has to clear it, but Bleed doesn't like that. They smell a trap, and they're not wrong.
They're definitely not wrong.
They're not wrong.
Got
That is a trap.
2.5 guys looking there towards mid. Smoke
Oh,
coming
bhag,
down.
bhag.
And the Cypher is set up here
I'll
on
leave
A. That's where Blaze King is going to stand and hope to stop this push from coming in. We do have Polvi pushed out just a little bit from that B site, trying to see what he can see, but there is a smoke there to deny some information, deny a push, but this is just going to be a full push towards A once again,
250 लोग हैं.
Look at GE.
Polvi bhag.
They're so ahead of this. It's going to be important that Retla can maybe win this
If-
flank
if-
battle
if
against
Retla-
Russ, but he does not.
Retla को मारना जरूरी
Angle
था.
takes him down.
ये बहुत
This
जरूरी
really breaks open the space for GE. Going to be really difficult now. Oh, what a
Nice,
spot there
bro.
from Blaze King.
Yeah, that's just massive. I mean, they're just so ready for this. They saw it coming a mile away, and nobody on the side of Bleed
Let's
was
go.
able to do anything. Even Crazy Guy just on loans him. Okay, he is going to pick up 1 kill, but it is definitely the round going the way of Global Esports, and GE just going to let him
There is a
go
difference between constructive
safe.
criticism and hating and trash talk.
Yeah, as you
Absolutely
mentioned,
agree.
They got the early
Absolutely
information, and they were able to set up so ahead of time, and that was shut down very easily.
Yeah, and it's so crucial there that Russ wins that 1v1 against Retla, because that forces Bleed to have to pull the trigger on that execute.
Odd
And that
recon
means
from
Blaze
Ben.
King
Bro,
is
that
so
literally
ready for it.
Blaze ने
His neutral's
blind में
already
मार
set
रहा
up, so
because
he can play off of that as
of the
well.
recon.
It's just the ability
Flawless
to have
होना
that
था.
mental preparation to know that, okay, they're in a really
जीत
bad
रहे हैं
spot
bro.
because
जीतना है.
we've got that
I
flanking,
I
we've
need
got
to
the
make sure that
pressure.
कुछ भी हो जाए, we
Unless they
win.
can completely commit
Winning
like
is
2 or 3
important.
players to try to clear Russ. They're going A, and that's a really, really nice setup and execution. The mid control is really the most important part of that round for GE.
Yeah, absolutely. So maybe some of that coming from the timeout. Coach is just helping set them up for success for the future round.
Abel Matthew, I love your positive
Tied up
attitude,
here.
Rushi.
Wouldn't be
Thank you, bro.
surprised if
I
this
really
does go
appreciate it.
6-6,
बहुत मेहनत
but
लगती है.
see if once
Not
he
easy.
wants to take advantage, as Polvi
That
just
wall
going to go
ban.
for a dry peek, does get taken down by Darion.
Yeah, I was hoping with that 0 point, catching the Sova,
Back, it's back, it's back.
that he could
Take mistake.
Bleed a bit off guard.
Misclick हो गया.
They were very ready. I mean, there were 3 of them standing there watching for that push. Did not work out in Polvi's favor.
Misclick हो गया.
Yeah.
गलती से कैमरा का वायर निकाल.
We do have Bleed off of that kill, looking to push here towards B. There are a couple of guys here from GE, but man advantage. Oh, this angle from Benkai going to be huge. He does get spotted down. And
Nice
they're
Golu.
still going to go for this
Oh,
push
Golu.
here. Just
Nice
a
low
little
spot.
bit slow on this one as they're spotted. And a lot of
Back हो
members
गया, back
from
हो गया. Nice,
Global
nice,
Esports
nice.
going to flood in, so they flood out
Nice.
of that B-man area. Look to go towards A.
Oh, lightning fast. TP'd with Scary. So he's already here, so Scary has to pump the brakes. He has to reconsider this plant.
30 seconds left.
There's trap wires all over the place. This
Yeah.
is dangerous for Bleed now.
He just
Oh, रेटला से नहीं मरना
very
गोलू.
dangerous
गोलू बस
area.
रेटला से नहीं मरना.
But he is going to set up control
side.
at least on the side.
But as soon as that drops, it's going to be hard.
Is pretty far
Nice.
back
I'm
on this
down.
one.
He
They
knows
will
that
let
class.
this get planted, and immediately we'll call Russ over to help out with this one.
This is going to be really tough for GE, though. Bleed
It's going to be a
was
hard
mistake.
retake, but not
What a
impossible.
flash.
Oh, the flash is big, but still going to go the way of Scary, who is in
Etla मेरे को
low. Crazy
problem
Guy also
देने
going
वाला
to be
है.
taken out on lightning fast. He's on the site, and nobody's able to lock him
Darion को
down.
देख लो,
really.
रेटला को
He's gonna
मारो
tap
यार.
this. He's going to try to hold it, actually, but does come off of it as he takes some damage. Darion
Nice.
is going to pick up one, but Retla...
Ah,
was
just stick,
eliminated.
just stick,
Now the defuse
just stick.
coming in, and that
Pros
is
don't fake, baby.
defuse.
Pros don't fake. मार दो.
Also
Pros don't
will go
fake.
down
Just
the
stick
lightning
it. Nice.
fast.
Good job, Golu. Let's go.
Last round
What a
before
great
the switch.
read from lightning fast.
Nice one.
That TP from Scary. Just kind of hard to
पकड़ के बैठ जाओ.
out-omen.
बाकी
one of the
team
best
देख लेगी.
omens
Good job.
in Pacific is Scary. And Lightning Fast does it there. He buys so much time even though
Really,
they
really
get
good.
the plant down,
Really
there's
good
some
play.
decent post
This was
plays.
almost like a
It
Golu
still
round.
sets up GE as well to get over into B a little bit quicker.
ठीक है, fine Snoop.
So
Fine.
that was really
Take it.
nice, and then able to hold down that round, get on that defuse. Everybody doing their job. Obi going aggressive with the outlaw. Saw
अरे!
the, oh, can't land the shot.
एक सेकंड से रह गया वो अगर टच हो जाता तो छोड़ो
His
छोड़ो
overdrive.
It's okay. It's okay.
He's going to be looking to use that here at some
Why
point.
is Sunset always so stressful है?
In the last round in the half, but able to poke forward, able to get some information that there were a couple guys sitting outside of B.
And a great
Enka is on
decision
fire today.
by Polvi to buy the
This is how he
outlaw,
usually plays.
understanding the economy
Just
that
not
Bleed
on
had.
stage.
It's going to be very, very weak. They were going to have to either cut guns to go for full armors or get half armors and
Where's baseball bat?
get
Guild
some
house में.
weaker rifles to back it
अच्छा,
up.
आज बेसबॉल बैट की जरूरत नहीं. टीम सीक्रेट के टाइम पे बेसबॉल बैट होता तो
Valdez,
शायद
he
तोड़
has
देता मैं
the
अपना
overdrive
स्क्रीन.
as well. So he's got some great ability in this round to really kind of shut Bleed out.
Somebody's got
Hey,
a spot.
1 HP.
Down to 4.
He hit the one player who had
Yeah.
full armor.
Unlucky, but he's able to get that zone.
And denied that.
That's
Oh,
what we were
good.
talking about, utilizing both weapons. And now the Hunter's Fury coming out here. Some
Shot,
fancy
उसको भी tag किया.
work here from the side of Bleed, but
Oh, please, no. Not like this.
yeah.
Can't हो गया.
Sometimes it does go that way. And he does put the cage up. He's got his camera shot down. Ooh, the
Oh,
shock dart.
nice, he got
That
scary.
kill him scary. There was a lot of damage done.
What damage?
But the Hunter's Fury and
EV4
multiple
आराम
pieces
से
of
किया,
utility.
आराम से किया.
And,
Nice.
oh, quick one from the side of Lightning Fast.
He's
And
lightning
big chance
fast,
for
bro.
them as it is 4v2 on the retake here. But Crazy Guy able to trade one back. Does get flashed.
Nice.
Now coming in from Market, that is going to be a kill from Blaze King. Crazy Guy the last one down. He gets one. He
Yo,
gets two.
ये नहीं करना
He
था.
will be taken down. Benkai barely able to clean that one up and secure the round for G.
Clean.
Oh, man. I mean, what a play there by Crazy Guy. Almost turned
दो
that
दो
on its
सेकंड
head for
मेरे को
Bleed.
टेंशन आया.
I mean, really
Too close for
genuinely
comfort,
here,
but ठीक है,
now
7-5 is a good
I'm
half.
very impressed with
Can do
the
better.
overall like game plan and strategies and executions for Global Esports. I mean, they're playing.
He is Neon IRL.
Playing off the Neon pretty well. They have really good ideas.
So far, he's been
on
doing
what
decent
Bleed
at
is gonna
Neon,
do
no?
and how they can shut it down for the most part. Yeah, Bleed.
Why are you using ads? You're already a billionaire. I need to get. I'm this much closer to becoming a trillionaire. इसलिए I'm just using YouTube ads to push me over the edge. Then maybe we can fund the rest of our roster. इसलिए YouTube ads. No, billionaire to trillionaire से इतना सा रह गया बस. ये YouTube ads fix कर देंगे. ये ads के बिना क्या होगा मेरा? हर बार कैसे चले?
In theory, should be a bit better.
Yeah.
I mean, those stats are
Amazing defensive half.
Just in general,
There were some good rounds, some rounds that we could have done better, but
honestly, I think it's just kind of
remember, Sunset is not our strong map.
general. But
That is why they picked Sunset.
But the real concern for me is, you know, this Neon, is it going to be able to kind of run all over them like it did on Lotus, right? Like, you know, the Roadrunner is in full effect and you end up looking like Wile E. Coyote against it. Just, you know, like getting smashed by anvils and
अरे 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 राइट ऐसे भी है वॉच पार्टी पे अभी उनकी स्टोरी पे देखी.
making rockets.
is it Roadrunner that runs off the cliff, or is it Wile E. Coyote? Is it both?
Well, the Roadrunner can, like, keep going so it doesn't, like, fall, I think. And then Wile E.
Yeah.
Coyote, like, tries to chase
follow,
it.
and then
he
it's
follows.
like stops in midair and then falls.
Yeah, it makes like a dust cloud.
The energy at the watch party is insane. I'm just seeing the stories now.
Oh man, those old cartoons. There's probably one guy in chat that gets
There's
it.
got to be at least one, right?
This is like one or maybe two. Maybe it's us.
just us boomers, yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is really going to set the tone. Global Esports in the lead. If they can pick up a pistol round quickly.
This pistol round is going to be very important for them.
Polvi or anything like that.
So it's going to set the tone.
It's just going to be pretty standard. And we'll see what this strategy does look like for them. They do have a lot of presence here in the middle of the map already. As
I hate G so much because my GF love G.
I mean, my eyes are really
Love to
on
be a
Benkai,
GF from
not
all
just
of
because
G.
he's having a great couple of maps, but because it's going to be a little bit different with the way that he is potentially setting up Polvi. Using those recon darts just like that to help him break the angles and a good paranoia to follow up. Great setup there from GE.
Yeah, I mean, they know if he's going to stay there after the boom bot, then he's just going to get paranoia. And that he did. It's an easy pick off. And
Now direct run B.
After that pick, is looking to rotate towards B. And as we see, the entire
Oh,
rotation
nice.
already came out from the side of Bleed. Everybody's over towards A.
Look at Blaze King though.
Rotation उधर गया हम यहाँ जा रहे हैं. Okay, bye. I like
The
this.
timing on that
भगाओ
was so
उनको.
good.
Nice, Blaze.
That might just be the round. I mean, they have so much control over this over the site now.
Oh,
And it's
control
not
है side पे, but that's not the round yet. The round is not the round till we win the round.
No. No, it is not.
If Bleed loses this, I mean, Bleed is already as good as eliminated.
I mean,
They will still play the remaining matches, obviously, but that means they have no chance of fighting back.
No! Not like that.
Standing ahead.
Well, it's not going to hit anything as Colby
Nice.
also just going to spam on through as Crazy
Kab
Guy
spam
has
karo.
to try to send it, just has to risk it. And Zest is, well, they know he's the last guy left. And it's not looking too good for him as they are running him down. He does pick up one.
Oh, हाँ 250 लोग जाके मर जाओ ना उससे.
Does pick up a second one, but it's an easy round over to the side of Global Esports. They continue with their
If G wins this, our next match is against T1 on the 30th. 7 days from now, 7 दिन में.
Even though there was
Exactly
that shot
7 दिन
there,
में हमारी next match
I have my
होगी
head in my hands on that one. That one feels bad,
against
man,
T1.
for Crazy Guy. But this is a great setup. Again, why I said my eyes were on Benkai is because he can use things like the recon darts and the shock darts to set up Holby as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, the
And that view party is going to happen in Pune. So all you people watching, if you're from Pune,
as well. I mean, there was a combo
whatever
with
epicness you're seeing in Khar Social today, you will see for the next match against
everything
T1 in
the kitchen
Pune.
sink
भाग जाओ.
to set up
Oh भाई,
Holby there.
मार दे. Nice.
That one
बोला,
just hit Holby
ऑब के लिए
just
आएगा.
waiting.
ऑब के लिए आएगा.
Carry on it.
He thought he would nade and get the orb, but no.
That he does. Maybe just trying to catch them running away after the paint shells.
T1 is really tough team. All the teams are tough teams.
Anyone off with the classic.
There's no
It's
easy
not gonna
team.
happen, but now,
Oh, which is easy team from this? You please tell me. I'll play against them.
about it, and Global Esports just gonna say okay. With that guy in that position, looks like B should be pretty free. Crazy Guy gonna hear them all running in, so that gives them the information.
Watch party in Kolkata, yes, for Genji.
Make
5th.
100% sure that they can
5th
get
को
onto the side.
our Genji match is going to be watch party in
They
Kolkata.
have gone for 3 big right.
एक watch party Germany में भी वो VCT EMEA का हो रहा है ना. Berlin में you can go watch. हम passes का जुगाड़ कर देंगे. If you're in Germany, Berlin में जाके देख
what you're
लेना.
talking about, although it looks like it is just going to be, it's not going to matter. This is just waiting it out. I was kind of curious, you know, if there was a world where maybe Bleed had decided to go for it, like you put those ghosts ahead, and now you allow, yeah, this is smart because now you can try to.
North side नहीं आते ये लोग. हम लोग ने किया तो था.
Otherwise,
We had done in
you go to
Delhi.
the Nether as GE, so give your Neon some ability. You don't care about these ghosts; these don't matter.
Yeah.
Go hunting.
Might as well. I mean, you don't lose anything, and you might have a lot to gain as Volvi picks up one more, and he nearly gets Zest there at the end. Would have been his 4th on the round. Not quite going to happen, and Zest and Scary will go down to the score.
Really.
Let's go.
Great game planning from
ये
GE.
LAN कहाँ हो रहा है? ये वाला LAN कोरिया में हो रहा है. Seoul, South Korea.
That's
Does G have any chance to qualify for champs? If we win every match, yes.
and they have an overdrive all
We
the
have
way.
chance to qualify for playoffs. Then we need to become top 3 in playoffs to qualify for champs. Long road ahead. अब ये दिख रहा है ना पहाड़? वो जो पहाड़ दिख रहा है वो पहाड़ के ऊपर चढ़ना है. हम अभी ये मैच के बाद T1 के बाद Genji के बाद playoffs के बाद
You have to be feeling great.
long way इसलिए आज का सोचते हैं आज जीत जाए.
I mean, truly,
एक
the game plan here today is so good. Look at
एक
that.
मैच आज
Paranoia
जीत जाए फिर
follows
आगे का
up.
देखेंगे.
Yeah, he's just spraying on it, but Darion is going to shut
अच्छा
this
spam
down.
था.
Nicely done by Darion, but traded back here.
Darion
by
actually
Whiskey.
played really
A
well.
lot of damage done
That
to
was
him, though.
good shot by Darion.
And so Bleed will be able to stop them in their tracks here. on
Any
the
possibility
very
of GE
fast
Valorant
hit.
invitation off season and Indian circuit?
Anticipating a tiles hit,
Already in the
something,
works. Already in the
able to
works.
dodge that recon dart.
No LCQ this time. I mean, think of this as LCQ. This is our last chance
This is where
qualifier.
the execute's going to happen, so he can keep all their players over here. Just hold this corner. Zest goes for the flash, but the smoke already there. No value to be found. Off the back of that, just wondering if they maybe push through that smoke potentially. No one did, but I think as GE, I like what they're
time
doing.
है ना
Like
हमारे
it fast, gone all the way over to the other side of the map. Send a smoke there to at least maybe keep a player or two towards A. Set up Benkai for this lurk. This is nuts.
It very much is. I mean,
Oh damn. Oh, he's gonna enter.
he's got a guy right
Oh,
next
he's gonna
to him,
enter.
like literally right next to him on the site. And he is going to go down, so it doesn't really pay off.
30 seconds left.
And we already see the rotation coming in towards B. And Retla's already here. Ready for this one. And through the smoke he goes.
Nice, गोलू गोलू एक और गोलू एक और गोलू एक और.
This 1v1. But okay, they're actually trying to plant this down as well. Still a chance
Hello,
for
Nicola.
Global Esports, especially if they get the spike
Is
planted, and that they will.
buy time. Buy time.
Player standing.
They can buy time. Blaze got
He's
this.
only got 32
You need to buy
health. I
time.
have no idea where he is. But
Watching back.
Scary's watching it, and now they
Scary
know
watching
100%,
flank. Nice one.
And that is going to be Zed.
ठीक है, good
with the
bonus.
defuse.
Just took a little bit too long for these
Good
ideas
bonus,
to come to
चलेगा.
fruition for GE. You know, watching it on the map, we can see what's happening. And
What you have used on the new map, and it's important to competitive scene, bro. Time lagega. I think a lot of teams will have to learn the new map. It's going to be a while before it's going to be very actively used in competitive. I think right now it's going to be hard.
I like the
बहुत strategic map है, बहुत मुश्किल map
to
है.
try to push through. Just get shut down nicely by Darion. And then Benkai going for that crazy lurk.
ठीक है.
The smoke. Just
Okay.
Again, that bought time though, and that's why I thought maybe GE
मुंबई में अभी वॉच पार्टी चल रही है. कहाँ हो? कार सोशल में चल रही है right now.
But they just weren't able to kind of figure it out fast enough where the openings were, and that's tough to do on the fly. But so far, GE's been quite good today.
Yeah, the cage is going to come out, but the paranoia does hit Retla as they do make their way onto the site here. Crazy Guy's getting a lot of information though, and already a bunch of damage as Retla's got the angle with the Guardian.
Nice.
But
Maro, nice.
Traded down as they do clear out the site. GE should be able to get this plant down.
करो.
You gotta say it.
Plant.
There's no point in
ऐसे
fighting.
वो plant करेगा need आएगा.
Maybe you get one and then you leave. But that spot, you just gotta go. There's
Spike planted.
very little hope here.
Well,
Darion are still very good, and हमारे
if
दो लोग
anyone's
half
going to
HP.
give them, you know, a gaming.
You have to give them the
anyone's gonna
respect,
peek
man.
them.
हल्के में नहीं लेने का because 2v4 is still doable. You have two people at half
Try to
HP.
fight in the B main here.
Pams can
2v4.
be very
Uh,
time waste करो.
You tell
Time
from
waste.
us.
हाँ एक spot हो गया
It's
nice.
a good idea, but they might feel like they're too far behind. They need to make something happen, and they do have
Bye. Paul भी नहीं इसलिए बोला. यही मुश्किल होने वाला.
Some damage in, but there's still a lot of utility able to stop the plants, and now
This
Scary gets in, but Russ
is
is
going to be
trading
hard.
it down.
Wait.
And again, there's just not enough time to get the win. They do take some
Nice.
guns out of the hands of Global Esports.
Expensive win, but win nonetheless.
yeah, I mean, look,
At least we have the economy. उनकी economy के लिए थोड़ा महंगा
it's a
पड़ा.
good read on understanding a few things.
हैदराबाद में कहाँ हो रहा है लैन ब्रो वो लोकेशन आपको नॉटविन के वेबसाइट पे डिटेल्स मिल
You're
जाए
able to swing that corner really nicely.
और द BJS
But this entry really, really good. Nobody runs into any of Retla's traps, and they're cleared. It's a good fast lane by Polby to open up the space so he can clear the utility.
Not clean, but win is win.
At the end of the day, you're fine
Nice.
with that as Bleed because you still get the round win. You take another gun out of Bleed's hands. Their economies, you know, a couple players have some money to buy.
Fine with that is global, right?
Or excuse me, yeah.
Yeah.
Global.
Yeah,
As
absolutely.
Bleed, you're not as okay with it.
Definitely not. I mean, the economy
Post
right
timeout
now,
win
Global is
27.
in a
ये अच्छा है उन्होंने
great
नया जो
spot,
stat they
so-
had. They show like how many teams are able to convert a timeout into a win.
I think it might just be what I was saying before, where they feel like they're just too far behind. They like have to take the risk.
Bangalore
of
watch
trying to
party
get around
यार
this.
plan हमारा था हमने last time किया था. This time also we wanted to do, but unfortunately it couldn't happen.
You might just end up losing anyway. So you can see the stress is really getting to them in the coaching booth on the side of Bleed. This has not been their best match, and you know, this was meant to be a close one. I think both of these teams, you know, like you were saying before, predictions go either way. Like I think it's fine to predict either of these teams going into this one, but Global Esports have just shown up in a much bigger way today. Sometimes that's what it comes down to, which team is just ready to play on that day. And clearly Global Esports are just outplaying them at this point in time.
Yeah, and this is one of the best versions we've seen of Global this year in terms of game planning, execution, strategy, gunplay.
क्या dialogue है कोई clip
All
करो.
those things are coming
क्या ये?
together. Hopefully it's not too late for them in terms of getting to the playoffs. There's
Hopefully
always
it's
that-
not too late.
still
He's
hope,
absolutely
definitely,
correct.
but
Hopefully
a lot
it
of
is
work
not too late.
done. However, there are really encouraging signs. I mean, the way
Thanks.
that
Thank
they're
you so much for the
playing
sub.
behind the Neon, every time I'm seeing
Big
really good
Shanks.
follow-up, or at least
Thank you for the
if
sub.
they're sending Polvi out on his own, there's really good reasons behind it. Either he has the overdrive or someone has like a nightfall.
Watch
backed
party
up, stuff
पुणे
like that.
location हमारे social से मिल जाएगा.
There's like deep layers to
So
this strategy.
once this match is over, कल हम
He's also
announcement
making
कर
really
देंगे.
good reads on the fly. So credit to Ben Kai, who's not just having a great day with his rifle, he's having a great day IGLing this team and maneuvering around the map. And this time around, they're going to slow it down, spread the map, look for any lurks, look for early aggression, see if they can get any info on how Bleed is set up. But really, so far, there isn't much. You know they're not really pushing through mid because of the camp. That's about all you got. They're going to catch Zest there, but that's it with that 0 point.
30 seconds left.
And Darion in here. He actually has purchased a rifle for this round, and he might be able to get some nice value. Now, Crazy Guy gonna hit that headshot, and still Darion's just hanging out in market trying to get some.
Nice, Blaze King. ये बहुत जरूरी था.
The showstopper.
Again, it's Blaze King.
Hey.
Okay, sorry Blaze King, I curse you.
Yeah. Dies to a classic, unlucky. Scary is back here with his own classic. It is Zest who has been able to upgrade. And now he's got a potion to beat by himself. There's one. Does have the flash. But 13 health. Decent amount of time. Hoping, okay.
13 health.
One and oh, Benkai with the flick.
ऐसे rounds ना, ऐसे rounds मुझे रात को सोने नहीं देते. बस ये अगर ऐसे rounds जब हारते हैं ना, हारे नहीं हैं, but अगर ऐसे rounds, last time ऐसे rounds हम हारे थे.
Making it close with not much firepower at all.
Yeah, well, Bleed makes some
Aksar creations. Till when are we going to trust the process? Till we are eliminated. तो एग्जाम लिखते लिखते आधे एग्जाम में बोलते थे कि नहीं होने वाला है, भाड़ में जाए, पेपर फाड़ के घर चले जाओ. ऐसा कभी हुआ है क्या तेरे लाइफ में? नहीं ना. एग्जाम खत्म हो जाने दे, एलिमिनेट हो जाएंगे, तब देखेंगे. Mid game, mid season, trust the process. That's all I'm going to say.
But there's been some really close ones. Bleed's been, one player away a couple times, but they've been going against them. And that's why they're so far down. Able to buy guns, but, if GE wins this going into map and match point, they're going to have a very weak
match point.
The most credits anybody has is Crazy Guy with 5.
Very intense map and match
Do or
point.
die, essentially, at this point in time for Bleed. They need to win it here, right now. And we'll see if it does go that way. No command available here for Russ. We do have the counter from the side of Bleed, and they do have 4 guys over on the A site feeling this pressure at this point in time.
Be tough. There's a lot of util here for Bleed to shut this attack down, but Crazy Guy.
Nice.
Oh, this is so risky. Right out of that smoke. Immediately, the 0 point comes out.
Poison.
Crazy Guy does have some backup behind him. Scary with it.
Hey, bro!
कहाँ
से उसका लग गया मटका? Just spray किया smoke.
One, but immediately he just gets spammed
Nice.
down by Benkai, and now Blaze King also gonna take down Darion. Just on the back, just lurking there once again. He has just been in that spot. He has been deadly today.
They'll have to save because otherwise they'll have to eco the final round.
Themselves to take it to the 2-0 unless something crazy happens here from Bleed.
इतना पॉजिटिविटी कहाँ से लाते हो? मेरे को भी चाहिए मेंटालिटी. कार मार्केट ब्रो, 10 रुपए किलो का अवेलेबल है कार मार्केट में. पॉजिटिविटी वो बाजू वाली नेगेटिविटी की दुकान है, वहाँ बाकी सब लोग खड़े हैं, बट पॉजिटिविटी दुकान 10 रुपए किलो में अवेलेबल है.
And him breaking open that extra space allows them to pivot off that A hit. Just use that smoke that's on A where Bleed has to respect it. They have to be like, okay, they can push this site. We've got the people in place. But then GE makes a better read and says, we can cut through Link, go towards top mid. And Blaze King, if he wins that fight, then we definitely have got B site broken open for us. So, really, just phenomenal. Phenomenal.
5 किलो पैक कर दो. हाँ, कार स्टेशन पे जाके जितना खरीदना है.
That's why this has been so one-sided. They just have not been able to find an answer as they are sprinting in towards them, desperate to take a gun out of their hands. We mentioned now their economy is pretty
Come on,
much
they have 2 words, we have 2 words. They have no timeout, we have a timeout, but don't need it.
They'll both be able to get that counter angle.
Negativity is free, that's why everyone buys it. बात तो सही है. Hey! Packed house. ऊपर भी वैसे बाहर भी full है, ऊपर भी full है. That's just like the center area.
On the A site. And that isn't as necessary in some ways because I think
I'm just a mod. You are absolutely correct.
Towards Link there, to pivot over to B, but still, those pickups go a long way. And now, Bleed needs to win 6 in a row just to get overtime. They've got some ults, but so does GE. They do have the no command here for Russ, and if you can get that deep enough, Crazy Guy won't be able to use that Hunter's Fury to try to shut down the executes of GE.
Get info, just wait.
Just depends on how and when. I mean, Retla as well does have his Neural Theft, so if Bleed can find a pick here, they could set up for a nice combo with those 2 ultimates, but it's just getting there in a comfortable fashion has been tricky. They've been losing some of these early duels. They've been losing on the lurks. A very difficult map for Bleed, to say the least.
Zest is going to get some information. Sees a barrel, just one barrel. As we know, there is a group of 4 people here in mid.
Many barrels.
Yeah, and uh-oh.
Fight
And
to hai.
Zest is not going to expect that. Immediately, welcome back comes out. Fast lane as well. So spam is coming on through, but it's going to be Retla who goes down instead. As they clear out the B site here once again. We do see the Hunter's Fury
30 seconds left.
sail wide as well. Darion there in Boba. Desperation now for Bleed.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be so difficult. I mean, the good news is your 3 players left alive haven't been hit yet, but
Players left alive.
From GE, this time it's Benkai.
3.
So if you
3 players are left alive.
You might think you just need a clear main, but are they going to be ready for another lurk?
They're sending everything they possibly can into main, so all focus, all attention on this one angle. The bomb buddy gonna come out here as Polby just gonna slide on in, looking to challenge them aggressively, knowing that they have this flank, and that's gonna do it. 13-6, once again,
Let's go.
2 in a row to the side of
13-6, 13-6, 2 games in a row, 2 maps in a row. Now we go next.
With Global Esports today. In just about every category, I don't want to say they were flawless, but they were very, very good. Reading the map well.
पहले team को message करना.
Coordination with utility was good. The shots were pretty good. The reading of the map, brilliant. I mean, this is a completely different team than what I saw against Team Secret last week. They look so much better, and credit to this to this GE staff. Global Esports.
क्रेडिट टू जी स्टाफ. ये क्या बोल रहे हैं कास्टर्स यार? ऐसा थोड़ी हेटर्स को कुछ तो एमिनेशन दो, कुछ तो दो लोगों को बोलने को. ऐसा क्रेडिट वेडिट दे दोगे तो फिर लोगों के पास गाली देने के लिए कुछ रहेगा नहीं. प्लेयर्स अच्छा खेले, कोच ने अपना काम किया तो गाली किसको देंगे? ब्रो ये गलत है. ये गलत किया कास्टर्स ने. ये नहीं करना चाहिए था. कुछ तो एक चीज बोल देते कि ये अच्छा नहीं किया, वो अच्छा नहीं किया, तो सब लोग वही पकड़ के. अभी लोग ये भी बोल सकते हैं कि ये तो ब्लीड था, वो बोलेंगे ना अभी. मुझे गाली दो, ब्लीड बोलो कि ब्लीड के अगेंस्ट था, ब्लीड को हराना अचीवमेंट नहीं है, ये सब चीज बोलो ना. थोड़ा तो एटलीस्ट.
Perhaps next time Global Esports just coming out too strong tonight, and they take the strong to 0. So we're done for now. We're going to throw it over to the analyst desk to break down this series.
Global Esports is all well-deserved smiles as they stay on their path towards playoffs, winning this out in a 2-0 against Bleed, and also on their Sunset map pick.
Winning it out
pretty darn clean, right? Again, they have a strong start. They showed up this neon composition now. Rooks are
I shouldn't be saying this. लोग गाली देंगे, but हम लोग ने ये पूरा हफ्ता सिर्फ 3 मैप प्रैक्टिस किया है. सिर्फ 3 मैप प्रैक्टिस किया ये पूरा हफ्ता. Lotus, Sunset, Haven. That's all we practiced this entire week. I'm just saying.
Esports to a much better scoreline.
I'm just saying.
And I feel like, you know, just kind of looking at how Polby has been utilizing the Neon, I feel like it works so well with the playstyle of GE, because right now they want to be off-tempo but aggressive, and you see him just kind of charging in. Sure, it's very aggressive, he might get caught out, but if he doesn't get caught out,
sorry, your team ain't qualifying for playoffs. Why doing this? Why doing that? It's up, आया ना.
Ready for that kind
Now
of
I'm waiting.
speed. And you see that with how many slides he goes.
I was तो ऐसा waiting कि कोई आएगा, बोलेगा कि सबसे नीचे वाली टीम, असेंशियल वाली टीम को हरा के क्यों एक्साइट हो रहे हो? कौन एक्साइट हो रहा है भाई? एलिमिनेशन मैच है, हार जाते तो आउट हो जाते. अभी next मैं वही बोला, now we are only taking it one match at a time because every match we play is an elimination match.
That's the thing about Polby's duel.
Literally every match that we are playing is an elimination match.
Throw his body in. He's not afraid if he dies.
So,
he just wants to get that space for his team or to push a lot.
आज अगर हारे तो आउट. आज जीत. अभी next T1 के अगेंस्ट हारे तो आउट. T1 को हरा के फिर next.
That's so much more difficult to shoot.
That's all we can do. That's literally all we can do right now. It's literally, you know, I feel like playing ranked right now. Like just saying GG go next. This was GG go next. We won this. Now we go next. That's all.
I like that.
Yes.
Well, speaking of predictions, we are.
ईवान को भी फिर हरा दिया, फिर बोलेंगे अभी जेंजी को कैसे हराओगे? तो शांति, अगले हफ्ते मिलेंगे. अगले हफ्ते की भी मैच बाकी है.
This is the punishment
One step at a
for
time.
getting the predictions wrong. You're gonna sit between this until we go to our
You want
interview.
to swap seats?
No, I'm pretty comfy here.
No,
man.
that's actually the way it is.
The GE sandwich.
Oh my god.
Now is where it really begins.
Minion
Now the
sandwich.
tough grind begins. Lead was probably
sandwich here.
The easiest
well,
match that we
you know,
had
it's-
this
it's-
season.
it's too bad
Or this
for
stage rather,
Bleed,
because
but
between
like,
Secret, Bleed,
uh,
T1 and
you know,
Genji,
Coach League
Bleed was the
saying
easier
most
one.
important thing for them
Secret,
today was just to have
we lost
fun
to.
and enjoy the
Now T1 and
moments.
Genji
It
are
was
extremely
a really,
difficult.
you know, this is
Going to be
this
fun.
is tall order since the very beginning, since kickoff. But Global Esports, this is a really good
Abhi.
sign. The performance today, like moving forward, they
One
have
step
a tough
forward
road ahead.
in
They
the
have
right direction.
T1 and Genji next. But before any of that, we got to talk about our guessing game. So we got our predictions right, but we're going to talk about our ranks.
Okay, so I have.
Oh, Scary got high
I'm
skills in
gonna
this map.
list
Nice.
out the full rankings here. Scary playing Omen, controller, 18 kills. Polvi
Nice.
on the duelist.
मुंबई में
on
वॉच
the
पार्टी
Neon
चल रही है, क्या हाल चाल है, देखे क्या?
And then Sentinel.
मुंबई की वॉच पार्टी का क्या हाल है, देखे क्या?
With Blaze King got 16 kills and so
सब अभी फोटोज, वीडियोस, इंटरव्यूज, खाना पीना अभी सब चलेगा.
Is I thought it was overall role kills. So there's 3
First party
initiators
चल रहा है.
here, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Well, you know what? Sentinel. Well, wasn't the
If it's
Cyphers?
number of agents played, then,
4
Set.
initiators, excuse me.
then of course like I would go initiators
Yeah,
because
but
there's so many initiators.
Yeah, but you could have had double controller as well. So I'm just saying.
एक सेकंड ट्वीट
I'm
कर
just-
लेना.
I'm
Actually, the
just- I-
Sentinels came pretty close up there too. So.
I'm right. I'm right. You're wrong.
ये देखना कितनी गाली पड़ने. Yes. Lead. One. Next. On 30th June. Hashtag G fighting. Hashtag V Pacific. इस पे भी गाली पड़ने वाली है. I'm just saying. Thank you, Wongs. Bye. Sheesh. That was
Minerals.
For builders?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, for
okay.
builders. There's obsidian. There's what is it?
Sunset जीते. Is it the first fight? Now I need to go evaluate it.
I mean, okay.
Wait. Now is where this gets interesting. LR. Okay. Okay. और अब पता चलेगा कौन किधर क्या. ओके सी हियर इज वेयर वी आर नाउ. अब देख रहे हो स्टैंडिंग्स. हमको टॉप 6 में आना है, अभी 7th है. दिस इज वेयर वी आर करंटली. वी आर करंटली एट 7th. To qualify for playoffs, we need to be top 6. That's the current scenario. Yeah, this chart. This is what matters. Like everything else is secondary. This particular chart is what matters the most. Here. This is where we are. Need to come here. As simple as that. Well, easier said than done. मैं बोल रहा as simple as that, but होता था. So this is the current situation. Over here. Okay. Now, points तो खैर छोड़ो. Points का तो कुछ भी. Points पे तो हमारा होना ही नहीं है कुछ. Our only way now is to qualify. This is where we are right now. We need to be top 3 in our group and we need to be top 6 overall. As long as these happen, we are qualifying. As long as this happens, we need to get there. Talon, I mean, think about it ना. Talon वाली एक मैप अगर हो जाती हम यहाँ होता, वो एक राउंड. बट डेटा वाला भी विनेबल था. सीक्रेट. We have lost matches that we should have won, which is why we are struggling so much, and we are here. क्या ही बोलो. सर ये अभी मैचेस नाउ वी हैव टू सी. नेक्स्ट मैचेस. DFM Zeta. ये Zeta, DFM are both below us. So if DFM wins, we are in a better position. If Zeta wins, then Zeta, depending on their differential, will tie with us. I'm talking about overall standings में, so DFM winning would be good. DRX, RRQ, अभी RRQ हमारे ऊपर है. If RRQ loses to DRX, then RRQ becomes 4-4, and us winning our next match against T1 will push us above RRQ as well. That's like literally now we have to do as a permutation combination way of ever having a chance to qualify, because the previous games that we lost we could. अभी हाँ, ये मैच हमारी T1 के अगेंस्ट इज ऑन 30th June. PaperX and DRX have already qualified, and Bleed is the first team to get eliminated. I think if DFM loses this, DFM might get eliminated. Zeta हारा तो उनके पास और भी मौके हैं. They have more matches. Bleed versus Genji. हाँ, I mean, if Genji loses to Bleed, Genji के वांदे होंगे, but unlikely because Genji है. I don't think Genji is going to be able to lose to Bleed. That's going to be a difference. Secret versus T1 में, if we really want to go, because Secret is above us, T1 needs to lose to Secret, and T1 needs to lose to us, and T1 is then out. साइंटिफिक कैलकुलेटर्स खरीदने पड़ेंगे. तक तो हो ही रहा है. T1 versus Bleed, PaperX, Zeta, Genji, Secret, सारे एकदम खतरनाक मैचअप्स भी बाकी है. Tomorrow, this T1 versus Secret and DRX versus RRQ, these two games are important for us. Aries, what's up? Welcome. ये दो games important है. DRX needs to win and Secret needs to win here. If DRX and Secret both win here, it puts us in a much better position. ये कैलकुलेशन पे ही है. आज की मैच अगर हार जाते तो we would be eliminated. We would be down there जहां Bleed है. We would have gotten eliminated. इनका इंटरव्यू
into our agent call. So
थोड़ा रिवाइंड करो. नहीं मिस करना.
Jen's down on.
Hey guys, I'm standing here with Global Esports.
Let's go.
Benkai. Now, congratulations, Benkai, on that win. I feel like you guys really wanted to win today. A clean
Needed to
go
win.
against Bleed with new comps, of course. So, can you just talk to me about your evaluation or your take on how the match went down today?
I think the match today was mainly us like trying to support Povi as much as we can, because it's the first time that we implemented Neon into our agent call. So we just wanted to like figure out the ways that we can activate him the best way that we can. Yeah, and that was mainly like our main game plan. Like, cause we had Neon on both Sunset and Haven, right? Yeah, so it's like it felt very natural for us because it just fits Povi's playstyle a lot more. Yeah.
Because he's very aggressive and like he's just diving in without
very
fear as
aggressive.
well. And you set him up for success. So are you satisfied with the type of performance you had today?
Benkai is currently the IGL.
For me, I think yeah.
Russ is second calling.
Like, I think I did pretty good like individually, but I'm more proud of like the kind of calling that I did today, like the IG. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then. Yeah, it was mainly like me making good calls for the whole team and painting like a very clear picture for them. Yeah, I think that's what I'm proud of today.
That's what I actually wanted to ask you next, because starting stage 2, you're the IGL of the team. I mean, there's so much pressure, the new patch and the changes that you have to lead the team through, and the teams you're facing, making changes as well. So what are some things that you're focusing on when you're IGL?
तब शेयर दे माइक के नीचे शेयर.
What are some things that want to improve?
पोलवी को ओवरहीट कर ब्रो, उसको आइस बॉक्स में डालना पड़ेगा ना, तभी ओवरहीट नहीं होता है. आइस बॉक्स, गेट इट? ही इज किंग ऑफ आइस बॉक्स.
Kind of lowering the energy levels, so everybody's not like yapping so much.
Okay,
एनर्जी लेवल्स रिड्यूस. वही ओवरहीट हो रहे, एक्साइटेड हो रहे, थोड़े एनर्जी लेवल्स का.
Lightning fast, easy.
Okay.
Easy.
They're yapping. Okay, so
Yeah,
you
so
want to
it's
calm them down.
Like Golu, excite mato Golu. Excite. Calm down, Golu. I know maar rahe Golu. Relax.
Other things, yeah, really. I forgot like the first part of the question. Sorry.
But how are you feeling about the IGLing though? Like, do you feel there's a sense of pressure? Because for some players, taking over the IGL role like means you have to talk more. You can't really focus on your aim, and it's like two things: balancing your individual performance with making good calls, and sometimes.
Annie,
it's
my
not
instinct
easy
tells you you'll
for
qualify.
some players.
Alright, okay.
Hमारे मुंह में
So
कीशा.
for me, it's a weird thing because like the more
Will you watch party next match? Of course.
IGL, the
Chance ही
better
नहीं है miss करूँगा bro.
So I think one of my focuses for today's match was just like keeping the comms up. and
Overall
making
team
the
played
calls
really
because,
well.
Like, all the time I always
We are fixing the mistakes, but just hoping it's not too late. Even now, if we can have a.
along with it, so it's weird to
Hope you अगली match देखते हैं. One match at a time.
Kind of strange because
One match at a time.
Things, individual performance and making good calls, or as an IGL, like usually they have a negative correlation.
अरे
For
अरे
you,
अरे.
it
Polvi
seems
Neon
to be
MVP.
working
Wow,
out
wow.
perfectly. You have a big task next week because you face T1 and Gen G. So, what's your expectations heading into that matchup?
We don't really have any expectations. I think
One match at a
what
time.
we want is just to be able to walk away from this season being proud of ourselves.
Okay.
With like the amount of effort that we put in. And yeah, just walking away with a result that's good enough for us. I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Leave nothing on the stage.
Yeah,
No
so
regrets.
if we win, then good for us. Then if we lose, it's not the end of the world.
All right. Thank you so much for the interview, Benkai. And Benkai, before the interview, actually asked me what I wanted for my birthday. And since you talking aloud apparently makes you perform better, I wanted to throw it off to a short break.
Oh.
So, as a host.
As a host.
Yes.
Oh damn, Benkai को
What do
hosting
you want
करवा
to
दे.
say though?
Just say, let's head over to a short break, but come back because we have Zeta versus DFM.
Alright.
Oh nice.
Ready?
Alright, everyone. We are gonna head to a short break, but when we come back, it's gonna be
Which is the match?
DFM versus Zeta Division.
Zeta.
Yes. We'll see you on the other side. I'm definitely losing my job thanks to this man. He was so good. Thank you, Benkai, and see you soon, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, Aries, एक सेकंड यहाँ भी mod बना देता हूँ. I know, it's not the same as a mod on Twitch, but this is still pretty damn good. Put him on the spot is correct. We're getting better. We're trying to fix our mistakes, but hopefully it's not too late. That's all I can say. Hopefully. What's up guys? अभी 2 मिनट का शांति है. अब बात कर सकते हैं. What's up? अब तो ग्लासेस उतार दो. उतार दिए. अब बताओ. Siri cam when? Siri cam now, bro. He's right here. Siri come here. Siri. Siri. What's oh? इन पे ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए ना. Maybe I should disconnect. Siri. Siri. Hi. Say hi to stream. Hi stream. Siri. Speak. 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 इसका मूड ही नहीं आज. Hello? Siri. Like just ignoring. Hi, can you come here? Come here. Come here. Getting camera conscious, guys. Come motivate कर दो बेचारे को. खतरनाक है. You want to see खतरनाक? If I try to take his bone, he's going to go like all. Arr, arr. Okay. Siri has decided that Siri doesn't want to respond right now. What's up, guys? Oh damn. This is a very interesting way of doing a live stream, just to be able to pick up the camera and walk around. Sir, kahan atka hai? This is pretty nice. What's up, guys? Siri is sad because next match is against Genji and T1. Well, T1 जीत जाएंगे फिर देखेंगे ना. One. I am right now confused whether I should continue this watch party here on YouTube or switch it over to Twitch. Can you guys help me make this decision? I know a lot of my Twitch fam will want to continue this on Twitch and say, Chalo, Twitch pe kare, let's go Twitch. So I know all the Twitch people will want to switch to Twitch. Let me set this camera back in place so that second guys. Much better. Yeah, ठीक है. YouTube, Twitch, Twitch did. Yes, you heard Twitch. See, मेरे को मेन जी के मैचेस पे मैक्स अभी DFM सेटा पे व्यूज लेके मैं क्या करूंगा उससे मेरे को क्या होता है थोड़ी ना मेरा पोल कर दे ठीक है ओके लेट्स डू अ पोल स्विच टू ट्विच एस नो as simple as that. All you guys got to do is vote. Should I switch to Twitch? Oh wait, I forgot a very important tweet, guys. Fighting. That's all. Literally the fighting.com. What a jersey. जाके jerseys खरीद लो ना क्या कर रहे हो? Be nice guys. Buy G jersey. अपना जाओ जाओ जर्सीज खरीदो भर भर के जर्सीज खरीदो सबके लिए खरीदो पड़ोस अड़ोस के लिए जो भी लोग मिलते हैं पकड़ के खरीद लो फटाफट सबके लिए खरीद लो अभी क्या बोल रही है चैट व्हाट Why are there so many people that don't want to move to Twitch? If G wins next 2 matches, yes. If G wins next 2 matches, we qualify for playoffs. Sold out है jersey. Wait, what? Sold out हो भी गया? What? मैं चेक कर रहा हूँ अगर सोल्ड आउट दिखा रहा है देन इट्स आपकी साइज वाला सोल्ड आउट है क्या या जस्ट इफ योर साइज इज सोल्ड आउट देन आई रियली कांट डू एनीथिंग try and see whatever can be all sizes sold out जल्दी थोड़ी ना सारे सेल आउट Oh, that's the custom one with name. हाँ, the name वाले are sold out. Without name वाले available है. With name वाले सारे sold out. I'm going to. इधर नहीं है sold out. इधर नहीं है sold out. Troop Singh, don't worry और भी आएंगे यार मेरे को YouTube पे करवाओगे तुम लोग बाकी का मत करो कर देखना है हारता हो तो ट्विटर चेक नहीं करता हो तो जीत के आई एम गोइंग टू ऑडियो हाँ ऑडियो है ना वही चेक कर रहा था I am going to continue with my favorite philosophy, post and ghost. बाकी जो हो जाए हो जाए. पोल को इग्नोर करो. Yeah, I can do that also. बट देन मेरे को फिर एक ब्रेक लेना पड़ेगा एंड देन कम बैक ऑन ट्विच. क्या बोलते पब्लिक? चलो ना ट्विच पर, ठीक है चलो. आई एम गोइंग टू टेक अ 10-minute ब्रेक एंड देन व्हेन आई कम बैक आई एम गोइंग टू स्विच. 10-minute break then streaming on Twitch. ठीक है, बाकी का Twitch. I'm gonna spam this link here again, so whoever wants to buy can buy. जो भी बोल रहे हैं आउट ऑफ स्टॉक है, I'm going to link. Oh, someone shared my chat. I love that all of these are from muted accounts and I have to like wait a bit. अभी खोल ही दिया ट्विटर तो अभी ही लेता हूँ. I mean, I'm just saying. Oops. मैंने कुछ बोला और कोई ट्विटर पे ऐसे स्ट्रीम पे जो बोलते रहता हूँ, लोग बेफिक्र ट्रिगर है. मेरे को लगा ही था उसका स्क्रीनशॉट लेके कोई पहली सर्च. I love that all these are from muted accounts. I love it. जब भी देखने मिलता है ना म्यूट 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 ब्लॉक 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 म्यूट 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 ब्लॉक ब्लॉक ब्लॉक, शांति मिलती है. Absolutely. थोड़ा ज्यादा ही मैंने एक्साइटेड में बोल दिया, बट मैं तो मस्ती कर रहा. घर पे ना लोग बहुत Okay, I'm going to take a quick 10-minute break and then I'm going to come back and continue this stream on Twitch. Thank you so much for everyone that joined in for G versus Bleed. We won today. We need to win now continuously. Every match we're playing is an elimination match. Thank you so much for all the people. Like I know आज मैंने मस्ती में बहुत कुछ बोला, थोड़े लोगों को ट्रिगर भी किया, थोड़ा savage replies भी दिया. मैं मस्ती कर रहा था. At the end of the day, I really appreciate the guys that love and support always. I know you guys always stand by us. I don't only see the hate, I do see the good message, I do see the love and support. So keep supporting. जो लोग, जब हमने हमारी वॉच पार्टी के बारे में, व्यू पार्टी के बारे में ट्विटर पे डाला था, सारे कमेंट्स आ गए, अरे हारने के लिए कौन आने वाला है, ये आने वाला है, वो आने वाला है. कुछ 50 कमेंट्स से ऑफ पीपल से कौन आएगा. हमारी व्यू पार्टी पैक्ड थी. 200-250 लोग बाहर सोशल पे, मुंबई में ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे, बाहर ऊपर स्पॉन्सर्स आए हुए थे, ब्रांड्स आए हुए थे, इतना था. राइट के लोग थे वहां. इट वाज क्रेजी पैक. द ब्रांड्स आर हैप्पी, द स्पॉन्सर्स आर हैप्पी, द फैंस आर हैप्पी, राइट इज हैप्पी, एवरीवन इज हैप्पी except for the guys cribbing on Twitter. So you guys can keep cribbing. Everyone else, thank you so much for the love and support. I will be back in a few minutes and then the stream is going to continue on Twitch. See you guys later. Next week इधर ही YouTube पे G versus T1. आ जाना सपोर्ट कर रहे फिर से, क्या गाली देने whichever, but आ जाना जरूर. Don't miss it. See you guys later. Bye bye.
What the f was that? Get down.